Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the action. I gotta say, we're gonna have tonight this 2 versus 2, the second game from the series. I do have a little bit of a disclaimer. We couldn't stream yesterday. Oh, that's bad. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. But we did have the result of course, ChucK and Softstyle did manage to get the victory yesterday. So we're gonna need to see if it's gonna happen again today, and they're gonna go directly to the finals, or we're gonna see Yllark and Pompilidae get this series to a third game, and then we're gonna have, oh my god, such an amazing pressure on them. We do have ChucK with Softstyle in the lobby. On the other side, Pompy and Yllark are also in the lobby. They're starting to go through the map choices over here, and it looks like they banned Pangea Standard, Terra and Continents and Islands, Lakes and the Lakes. Okay, Lakes, and what's remaining? Is it Lakes? Is it actually Lakes? Okay, I mean, that's gonna be interesting. But anyway, let me say hello to Pojunar. Thank you so much, sir, for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. Andireo, bonsoir, monsieur. Merci beaucoup pour le respond. And Sasu, bonsoir, monsieur, et bienvenue. Crispy, good evening, sir, and glad to see you. Long time no see, my friend. I hope you've been well, and I do hope you've been cooking a lot of amazing stuff over there. You gotta keep sharing the pictures with us, man. We gotta drool also, you know. Not only you. Come on, man. Crispy also, good evening, sir, and I do have to say, this is the lower bracket finals. The winner of this game will go towards the finals, and we're going to need to see who is actually going to get there. Also, let me take a look over here. And Damien Mode, hello there, sir, and welcome. I did see, yeah, I do hope everybody's going to enjoy themselves, definitely. Yep. Let's also see Jabuloso, good evening, sir, and welcome. I do see we did have somebody picking up that first promotion. Who was it? It was Nemesis. Hello there, sir, and thank you so much. Big shout out. Good evening. Eddie Coffin, also good evening, sir, and welcome. I do hope you're going to enjoy your time with us tonight. We do need to see what's going to happen here with the players going for the bans. I do want to switch really quickly my sources for sound so I can actually hear what's going on. Oh, it's good. It's all good. Okay, Salty Capybara also. Hello, good Abend. How are you doing, ma'am? Good evening and welcome. Looking at what's going on in the ban phase, we do have Gorgo being taken down, and it looks like also Yllark gonna take down Theodora, ChucK is gonna take down Gandhi, and Yllark gonna go for Chris. Is this Christina? I guess Christina. Wait, what is this? What is Chris? Christina de Medici? Okay. Anyway, Frankie Four Fingers, thank you so much for the follow, sir. I do also want to mention hello there, YouTube. I do see Mr. Babish. Good evening, sir. Been watching your streams lately and been loving. Thank you so much, sir. And I do hope you're going to enjoy the next content also. Let me actually take off the left and the right team, because I don't think those are the correct ones. We're not going to have teams. And I do want to quickly move my camera a little bit lower, because I guess this is the first time I actually saw what's going on over here. So just give me a second so I can... Okay. There we go. Not that low, but it's there, you know. It's coming in. Okay. There we go. And I hope I actually got it correctly. Anyway, they scared of the mighty Gandhi. Yeah, they are definitely scared of the mighty Gandhi. It looks like they're also going to take Spain with Maya, Rome, and Rome with a mention. That's going to be Trajan. We do need to see 10 bands here. So we do have right now 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to need to see 2 more, actually 3 more, because it's 7, it's not 8. We do need to see what are they going to go for. I'm still a bit confused what's the map, and I don't want to interrupt over here. Pick Highlands. Okay, never mind. It's Pick Highlands. That's what it is. So they banned a few maps, and then they were like, okay, talking about their something, and then boom, Pick Highlands. That's the one they're gonna drop over here. So we can actually put up the map choice on the screen. Give me a second to get to the correct one. There we go. I do also want to mention we're coming very close to the CivGift 2023. If you didn't actually check it out, you can check it out by writing in the chat, in the Twitch ! CivGift 2023, and you're gonna get the link link to the website that will give you the information about it. We're gonna have team captains this time around. We got 10 team captains, which are gonna try as much as possible with their teams to get the best that they can get into the 3-day series of a charity event. We're gonna have quite a few mini games. We're gonna have some big games also, and there are a few surprises along the way. On those 3 days, we're gonna try to gather as much money as we can, but our goal is set as $50,000 for the Gamers Outreach Foundation. They will make and send some of those amazing devices that they have, the consoles, the gaming consoles, to the hospitals around the streamers, or at least that's how I understand it. But there is a bit of a catch there. We do need to actually get to the higher number, like over 50,000, so we can deal with the logistics and everything else, or I should say they can deal with the logistics and everything else. I do also want to say the link is up, by the way, if you want to take a look over there with the QR code on the screen, or you can just ask go through the CivGive website over there and get to the donation page. Thank you so much, by the way, for listening about this. Chris is Cree. Okay, thank you so much, Andireo. There we go, we got our answer. Cree is going to be taken out, and since this is going to be a Highlands map, I am expecting them to pick seeming civilizations here and get some advantages from some long-term gameplay. There are quite a few hills, quite a bit of territory to settle on, and I would say not a lot of freshwater, even though of course this is a 4-man map. This is gonna be a different kind of Highlands, where we used to a lot more, but I do have the impression that it's gonna be just as we've seen in other games. Probably they're gonna have at least 7 to 9 cities. They can actually go for 7 to 9 cities. Ooh, whoa, we got a donation over there and I didn't actually catch it on the screen. Thank you so much. Who this? Who did actually do this? I didn't need to actually get something like on the screen, always on the screen. We got 30. We got Team Copperbot. What is this? Copperbots. Who this? Underscore Copperbots underscore. I see. Woo! Thank you so much, family. Okay, let's go. Thank you so much for the 30s. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go to good use towards the Gamers Outreach. Now, let me actually switch my screen a little bit so I put back the chat, and we're gonna need to see how this is evolving here. With the first pick, we didn't have the last bands. Actually, Gilgamesh with Poland and Russia will be the ones that are not gonna get to play in the game. And then the first pick was Gaul, with quite a bit of production capabilities over here. Oppidums, and of course the Brunei Strait is actually quite nice. But I gotta say, it's been some time since we've seen actually the Gaul over here managing to stomp his opponents. He's definitely a good how to say civilization if you do play it correctly, but sometimes unfortunately because of the land you just don't get the bonuses that you would definitely need for the Oppidums to make up for the lack of a commercial or something like that. And of course we're going to need to see throughout the game how his production is going to be compared to everybody else, and of course how he is doing compared to everybody else. I'm pretty sure, since we do have ChucK and ChucK&Softstyle playing Gaul, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see something amazing from them. It's just gonna be well, depending on what kind of land they're gonna get. It looks like also Pompey is gonna follow up with a pick here. We got Ptolemy being chosen, Cleopatra Ptolemy. They're gonna roll the dice and they're gonna need to see if they're gonna get a lot of those resources on the floodplains, so he can get that culture going. We do also have Menelik II being picked up. Ethiopia here has received the buff in the previous version of this version actually of BBG, allowing it to actually settle on those resources, I believe, but I'm not sure if it's amenities or just resources. But anyway, it actually receives the ability to get that extra science and culture from its face generation in that city, which is amazing. One of the strong institutes of Ethiopia here. Of course, it still benefits from the Oromo, which also did benefit from a nerf. Actually, I wouldn't say benefit. It received the nerf, and it doesn't get to just stomp opponents through the hills that easily anymore. But it's still a very, very good timing unit. Good evening, Heinik Dave. Good day, sir, and welcome to Beasley. Hello there, and good evening, sir. Yes, let me see. Ziltek also, good evening, sir. Alrighty, finally, I'm early for the stream. Woohoo! Let's go, Ziltek. Let's go. Let's see also what's going on here. We do have them still thinking about the last pick. ChucK&Softstyle is gonna need to do something about this. If gold doesn't get stone, it's GG. I mean, maybe he's gonna get marble, or you know, Like maybe, or gypsum. Maybe he's gonna get gypsum. I mean, that's definitely gonna be a good one. Let me actually also tick this off. There we go with the Discord and things, so we get to see everything in order. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's see who's the last pick. They're thinking about it, but who's the last pick? Next to goal over here, I would have thought, and that's what I wanted to actually start saying before they actually pick Pericles. Pericles is gonna be the fourth one. I was thinking to say that they definitely might have a problem with gold, actually taking a lot of gold from them, and I would have thought they're gonna pick something with much more gold generation, you know, but it looks like they're not. They're actually going to go for Pericles, and I'm actually quite curious to see how they're going to try to approach this. Yes, on Highlands you're not going to have that much that many options to go against your opponent from an early stage of the game, maybe like with horses or something, or not even swordsmen are way out of the question. And the idea would be to see how they're going to try to use the bonuses they have right now. It looks like it's a much more balanced approach between Pompey and Yllark, with Menelik II definitely not known for its gold generation, but Cleopatra is. And then on the other side we got Pericles and Ambiorix, which neither of them are actually making that much gold during the game. Yes, of course, I'm pretty sure amenities, resources around their cities are going to make an impact, and if they do have how to get the gold from those resources, I'm pretty sure they're going to be quite happy. But at the same time, we're going to need to see if that's actually going to be a reality. Let's put up the prediction for this game. We're going to put up the prediction for how many remaps we will have, and let me put it up over here first on Twitch. There we go. Prediction has started. You do have 10 minutes to actually get your choice in. If you do think the games, I should say the boys over here, are actually gonna keep this map, go for one remap or go for two remaps. They do have one remap token. They can use it at turn 8. Each of them can use it at turn 8, and we're gonna need to see after the votes what's gonna remain. Now, also Colorado, good evening sir, and welcome. Much prefer team 2 draft. Okay. Wait, team 2 isn't team 2 goal and team 2 Pompey and Yllark. Yes. Yeah. I kind of like it also, but I do want to see how this is going to evolve, because I'm pretty sure Softstyle and ChucK do have a plan in mind, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna do their best to get this victory over here, get the second victory over here. Let me start up a poll also on YouTube, by the way. Hello YouTube, how are you doing tonight? Hello. Let's see over here how many remaps we will have, and of course the possible answers are gonna be 0, 1 and 2 options. Start the poll and let's see if we do actually synchronize over there between the opinions of Twitch and YouTube. We do have to take a look at the game here. By the looks of it, we do have ChucK in the northwestern quarter with Athens. He does have a scout getting out in 3 turns, and by the looks of it, he's gonna have quite a few resources here. I do see the 3 line of coal tile over here. Oh my god, 3 in a line, man. Are you for real? 4 coal mines. I mean, I think he kind of stole Vicky's spawn or something. Oh my god, this is so much coal. Anyway, he's gonna have the chocolate hills to the west side. That's also gonna be towards Egypt. Probably not gonna go that way. We do have him with a decent amount of territory to the south to expand into, and quite a bit of territory to the southeast to expand into. But the major problem that I do see, they are kind of 2 versus 1 in his opponents himself right now. Oh my god. Give me a second over here. I need to anyway, I'm sorry, a friend of mine is asking about an account on EVE Online, and yeah, it's funny because he's asking me about his account. Wow. Anyway, we do have Athens with the scout getting out. Okay, Ethiopia. And what I was saying, that we do have a 2 versus 1 here against Athens possible. I'm pretty sure Ethiopia and Cleopatra can flex their muscles a little bit. And we do need to see if ChucK is going to be feeling comfortable to actually sit in this kind of a position. We also have Gaul here. That by the looks of it, he's going to have a few of these strategic resources to benefit the extra adjacency towards his Opidons from. He does have a +4 in the capital, but again, unfortunately, you can see that horse style is a bit too far away. He does have some +4s here to the west side. I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy to benefit from the gypsum to the west of Aduatuca, and of course the iron tile. We do have some more resources to the east side, but they're kind of scattered, not next to each other, and he doesn't have stone. I mean, his only stone tiles are over here. Not that bad, but it's not gonna give him the adjacency to the other series, right? Oh, he does have some more stone. Oh, I see. You know, some more stone tiles. You know, like look at that one stone tile and like 50 tiles. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, I do want to take a look at Cleopatra's spawn because, to be honest, I'm very curious about the resources. Okay, we do have samurai styles, samurai styles. Okay, not that bad. As a settler on the ivory tile to the northwest, but he's gonna need to spend some gold there. Has a possible settler also on the Chocolate Hills. I don't really think he's gonna want to go non-fresh for this, but I've seen a lot of players doing it, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. He's not scouting it yet, and I doubted that he's actually gonna scout it before the first settler gets out of the city, so we're probably gonna need to see him get maybe like a third or a fourth city over there. This actually gives ChucK an opportunity. Get a city closer, get some army going. No, I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna happen. At the beginning of the game, the players are fighting with just scouts, with warriors. Maybe you do get some added bonuses from having an extra scout and or stuff like that, but very rarely you do see the players are building up an army like warriors or something and sending them to his opponents. Most of the time we see like probably one single nation doing that, and that Julius Caesar, and he's not really building the warriors easy. He's just getting them for free. I mean, sure, I want an army like that, you know, you get it for free, you do whatever you want. Also, why does Menelik like a stone? It's the goal one stone. Yes, the goal one stone, not Menelik. EVE Online, old school. Yes. Yes. The thing is, I haven't been playing like EVE Online for way too long. Like I don't know, 2019 or something like that. I haven't been playing, and the last time I was in a big alliance that was in like a player control space and so on, and they have like this kind of a system when you don't log in for a long time and the company goes bust, or I should say not the company, the corporation, the alliance goes bust over there in the game. It will just send all of your stuff somewhere and it's usually like in low sec or something like that, which is kind of annoying to get away with, especially if you do have like super capitals and capitals like I did over there. There are like big machines that they cannot just they just don't fit in the station. You cannot talk with them, and it's yeah, it's a hard one. Anyway, I guess I met some of my friends yesterday, and they were talking. One of them was talking that he wants to get back into EVE Online, and I was like, okay, bro, okay, bro, yeah, you do you, bro. I don't know what alliance. I was with Test Alliance. I actually did quite a few videos. That's how I started my YouTube stuff. I can see the color top right. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Remap vote. We do have remap chosen. Nasus, so Softstyle and ChucK, and he's not gonna feel comfortable to be between two opponents or not next to each other. That also is a factor here. And not being next to each other and not having the ability to trade with and or even help with each other, that's a problem. That is a problem. Selome, good evening, sir. What's the QR code? We're doing charity event. I'm participating in the charity event on the 16th to actually 15th to 17th December. It's called the Civ Give 2023, and we will do the charity event for the Gamers Outreach Foundation, if I'm not mistaken. It's an organization that actually does some amazing consoles for kids that are in hospital. So you do have like one of those stands ups with like the full screen with the console with you know, the pads and everything they need, so they can move it really quickly and give the kids some off time, especially since they are in the hospital. And you can imagine that's not really a good mood that you're gonna have your kid in, right? You want to put a smile on its face and on his face, and that's amazing. Actually, these guys found it. Moy sauce with raisins also, and Nystagmus found the guys. Yeah, and we're trying to reach to the sky. We're trying to reach $50,000 dollars for this year, and I guess we're gonna need to see. It's gonna have a different format since last year. Last year, and actually all the previous years, we only had like one game, like a full 8 hours or 10 hours of streaming, and in total. And then this year we're gonna change it up. I understand the format will have like a 3-day format, like you've seen in the Clan Championship Cup, for example. 3-day format of like mini games with the captains having some teams to how to say work together with. And at the end of the day, of course, everything, all of the energy, all of our energy is gonna need to be focused so we can try to get as much entertainment, as much value for everybody over here, so we reach our goal. The banner is awful. I'm sorry. That's their banner. I'm so sorry. That is their banner. Anyway, yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we do have the new map started up over here, and by the looks of it, yeah, we do have Nasus with the west side. Okay. I mean, what is the okay? Yeah, not bad. Some stone tiles over here. This time goal is actually gonna have something to deal with, but unfortunately he's kind of coastal, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna like this. Okay, I mean, sure, you can play around it, but you're not gonna be happy with it. We do have him with another few stone tiles to the south and the southeast, and I did notice we did have somebody over here like a notification. Oh, Dave, I need Dave. Thank you so much for the Hanabidis. Much appreciated, sir. The banner hide the team names. There's like no team names. There are no team names. There is like what names are you looking for? There are like no team names. He has 2 more stone tiles above. I see one. I don't see the other one. Oh, these ones you say. Okay, yeah. If you take a look at the okay, give me a second. What is it? Give me a second so I can take a look at the banner over there. This one, right? Yeah, this one. So you see, it doesn't actually cover anything. You see, like there's nothing covered. Anyway, there we go. No team makes, because yes, we do have the 2v2, so we don't have actually team names for them. Let's take a look at the southeast. We do have Ethiopia with Addis Ababa. He does have a spawn on the T tile, and by the looks of it, he's also gonna get an amber settle on the northeast. I'd also notice he's gonna have quite a few resources in the capital over here for that extra faith he's gonna get. And we do have him with quite a few cities, and I do see his position is gonna be between Gaul and Pompey. Actually, they might be happier with this map. We do have Gaul and Pericles with the ability to trade through the coast over here. As you can see, Athens can put a city on the main style, and by the looks of it, Rakedet is gonna not have the coastal option to trade with Addis Ababa. We do need to see how he's also gonna deal with his opponents. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a simming game if this map goes through. Yes, we might have a fight between Gaul and Ethiopia. Both of them are kind of thick when it comes to their timings and defenses, so I wouldn't really be surprised if we're gonna see Gaul defend whatever Ethiopia has to throw at him, at least for some time. Now, of course, it's gonna be up to the players how they're actually gonna deal with the mid to late game, and it's very hard for us to actually predict to that end. We do have builders coming up from Addis Ababa to get some promotions, some improvements there. I do see Rakedet is also gonna get his 3-1 base for the extra food. He does have only 1 extra wheat tile in his first city center, but I do see he's gonna have another wheat tile to the north, and of course he could easily settle either on it or on the 1-2, so he gets a 2-2 base, and at the same time gets access to a much earlier amber tile. I do also notice Giant Cosgrove is gonna be across the continent, across the seas over here to the east of Rakedet, which will put him directly in the pathway towards ChucK, but it would also require you probably to get all of the units around here, and of course embarking them and disembarking him might be an option. We're going to need to see how they're going to try to approach this, and of course what kind of timings are they going to go through. What's the best religion for Ethiopia? It kind of depends, but usually it does go for choral music with something, and probably lay ministry, but it kind of depends on the situation. You can specialize quite a bit with the religion, so yeah, it kind of depends on how you want to play it. Is this a rich or just normal highlands, because Ethiopia is full of resources? That's a very good question. I do not know exactly how to take a look at this. Like, if I take a look at the game over here, does it actually tell me it's rich highlands? Give me a second. It's wait, highlands. It's just highlands. It doesn't say if it's rich or not, and I guess rich is world age. Yeah, I think this is the normal. I think this is the normal one. I mean, should it be more culture based? Do you know what I mean? Yes, usually you do want to go for that choral music. I think unless you're Byzantium, Pantheon religions are environmentally motivated. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. Resources to standard. There we go. Crispy is calling it out. Yeah, I think he got a lucky spawn over here. We do have turn 8 walking in, and we do have the first production going into the settlers here. I do see Ethiopia is going to start to improve his stone tiles to the south, so he gets some extra production boost there. He does have 2 tea tiles that will give him not only the science points but also the extra food points, which allows him to grow much faster. Now we do need to see how this is gonna evolve here, and there we go. Extra food activated in Rakedet. He does have a few floodplain tiles. I wouldn't say this is like a Temenanki galore over here. He doesn't have that many plantations, nor does it feel like going for floodplain Pantheon. The Lady of the Ridge Marshes is gonna be a good option. Now I'd imagine he can actually get more bonuses from something else. We do have him we do have them actually needing to figure out if they do want to remap this. Pompey and Yllark do have one remap token remaking, and no, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. Deep easily saying you never go for religion. Yeah, I mean, religion in the base game is a bit different than the religion from BBG, I gotta say. So if you're playing with BBG, it does make a lot more sense to actually go for religion, especially with religious civilizations that are with a lot of bonuses on them, like for extra faith or other bonuses like Ethiopia. Oh my god, it's such a good gameplay. In the base game, you do have a lot. Actually, even in the base game, I gotta say, the faith game in the base game is insane. Like the fact that you do get so much reduction to buying, for example, builders and so on. You don't need to make that much faith to actually balance out how many builders you're gonna buy throughout even a low faith making civilization. Like even if you make like 15-20 faith, it still might be enough for a good monumentality in the base game. I've stopped going for a Pantheon even, and not more, no more God King card. Oh wow. I did easily. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're following the meta over here, because I've seen a lot of players actually give up on their Pantheons, but sometimes it came back to haunt them. I gotta say, it came back to haunt them. So yeah, you know, you gotta be careful with it. Let's finish up the prediction here, and I do want to choose the outcome. Looks like you guys nailed it. One remap it is. On Twitch, this is the Twitch. Let's actually take a look at what happened on YouTube. We do have YouTube over here, and I do see again option 1 is winning with 60% of the votes out of 40. Very nice, very nice. Let's actually end the poll, and we're gonna need to take a look at the response with their strategics, talk a little bit about the early moves and the city states, and then we're gonna put up the remap the prediction for the game. We do have Ethiopia getting his 231 stone tiles improved. I do see he's getting that settler out in 1 turn, and he did discover the possible city that he might have on that amber to the north, or of course next to it. I'm actually quite curious how he's going to approach this. Get 2 culture points immediately, or want the faith afterwards from settling on it. We do need to see also how he's going to deal with the strategic resources to the west side. He does have an iron tile, and I do also notice a horse tile in the 3rd ring. That's a bit expensive there, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get a city in the southwest at some point. Not right now. I gotta say, it will take some time for this to be a viable city. You kind of need to exhaust every other opportunity to settle cities before you want to settle this southwestern one. And I heard a ping. What's with the ping, man? Whoa! I heard a ping. What happened over here? We got something. And it's it's Copperbots underscore again. Woohoo! Choo-choo! We got $30 in, and let's go. Yeah, team voice spot bot. Okay. I see. I mean, yeah, all good, man. All good. And let's actually take a look at how Cleopatra is gonna play this. Looks like Egypt did get another city to the north on that Maze style. He's gonna get the instant culture, and of course he's gonna grow into the amber quite quickly. We do have him with both stone tiles improved. He did receive a free builder from a hut, so that actually helps him out quite a bit. Getting another settler in 2 turns will also open up the possibility to get an extra settler, and I do see he has a few options. I guess 2 options right here. He's gonna have the cattle settle to the west side, and he's gonna have possibly this settle over here. I'm actually quite curious, where is he gonna want to end up on the rice style, not benefiting from the fresh water, or on the river over here with a 2-1 base and access to other 2-2s with fresh water, but no extra food underneath the settle. Now we do also notice he's gonna get new builders from Akhenaten, and I do see he actually invested into the amber tile from the beginning with 4 science and 5 culture from the beginning. It looks like Pompey here is gonna get quite a nice tempo going. Also, I do see he's sending that builder towards wheat tile. He's gonna want more food and culture. Now we do have him also with horses in the third ring to the southwest of Rakedet. His iron is going to be a bit cheaper in the second ring to the southeast of that capital city. Doesn't have any strategic resource in the city of Akhenaten, unfortunately. Now looking forward, we do have Athens with Sparta already being settled, and it looks like he did improve 1 sheep tile and 1 horse tile for a strategic resource here, while he's going to have access to the iron tile in between his cities. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually going to put his Gavron Plaza over here. Let me actually see. No, this is perfect placement actually for industrial setup, but I don't know if he's gonna want to stop getting bronze for so long. Otherwise, a good Gavron Plaza could be here, and then you want to play a little bit differently with the aqueducts. Not ideal though, I gotta say, not ideal. This is a bit tricky, and we're gonna need to see. Also, Gavron Plaza could stay in the middle if you want that. But anyway, I think ideally you would have wanted those aqueducts with industrial zone set up in between, and then the Gavron Plaza doing something else somewhere else. But yeah, it is what it is. The iron tile is just gonna sit there like a nail. Anyway, and we do have monuments coming out from Sparta for the extra culture. I do also notice he does already have a single 2-2 here. I would imagine he can switch the horse in the city of Sparta, so he can grow a little bit faster and still benefit from the 2 production points. Looking forward, we do need to see his next door neighbor. That's going to be the goal, and it is going to be his ally over here. As you can see, we do have 2 allies on the right side and 2 allies on the left side. Looking at what's going on here in Atuca and Divodurum, he does have access to some horse tiles and of course iron tiles from Divodurum and Atuca, first ring, second ring respectively. Not bad. And also the fact that he's going to have access to these stone tiles to the east side is going to give him extra adjacency towards his oppidums, which are going to be helping him out so much. Has a possible settle on Ikil, which I do see is going to have some bananas over there for the extra food, while he has a bit of a problem with an Ethiopian warrior getting into his territory. You can see he's using a slinger and a scout to protect this settler moving behind them. He is going to the south, and I gotta say I'm a bit worried about this. I would really hope he's gonna not move to the south and move somewhere to the southeast, so he can benefit not only from better tiles to use, but also more chops and stuff like that, which will increase his tempo. He actually spent quite a bit of time to get to the northern city of Divodur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6 to settle. He's getting his builders out there, and I do see he's ignoring getting his culture at the moment. No problem, he's gonna get back with the culture, no problem. Goal is it's pretty good with culture. We do need to see also city states here, because we do have a few of them in the game. I do see 5 or 6 of them showing up here. It looks like Taruga is gonna be to the north of Ethiopia. We do have to the northeast of Akhenaten also the city of Candy, building up the first holy site, while the southern city over here, I do see more builders coming in. Oh, wait a second, this builder was the one on the wheat tile that actually moved for the amber tile. I see how it is. And yeah, there we go. Pompey is gonna go for the cattle settle to the west of Rakedet, and is gonna try to get that Magnus in 5 turns. Now looking at the southeastern city, we do have Kumasi in the game, and this might be quite nice for ChucK. We're going to need to see if he's gonna prefer to trade with his ally or with city states to acquire that extra culture. Preslav is also gonna be to the southeast of Sparta. He could actually get to swoop in with an army and take it down a little bit later in the game, and gather himself an extra city. Now we're gonna need to take a look if any other important cities are here. La Venta to the north of goal here. Okay, sure. Extra faith. I mean, I guess Ethiopia is going to be very happy about this. Jerusalem also in the game. Again, Ethiopia is going to be very happy about this. I seriously doubt anybody else other than Ethiopia is going to want to get a religion at the beginning of the game, as in rush it and try to play the religious game. I would imagine at some point they're going to want to defend against the religion, and they're going to get one of their own. That's a little bit different, and we're going to need to cross that bridge when we get there. Let me actually switch my sounds. There we go. What is the city state for what is city states for Greece? Dr. Tank 49. Did I answer the question? I hope I answered the question, or did you join the stream a little bit later after I actually went through all of the city states? I could just open up the list here for you. That's easier. It's a long game, but yeah, it's kind of a joke because saying you're a noob with 2,000 hours is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ethiopia religious push would be legendary. Exactly, Ziltek. Yes, you are correct, sir. You are correct. That push, if he actually goes for something religious, this is gonna be so nice. Like he can generate so much faith. Of course, we've seen actually in very few games the players actually trying to go for Exodus of the Evangelists and trying to get that extra movement on their missionaries and apostles. I gotta say, if you do want to take a look at what missionary zeal also for your religion, it might be an option, but unfortunately the second you pick it, the second your opponents will know what you have in mind. Missionary zeal allows the religious units to ignore movement cost of terrain and feature. So with the extra movement that you have from the first era, from Exodus of the Evangelist, and the ability to just move across land and get to your destination much quicker, you can imagine how fast those apostles and missionaries can go. And now we do need to see how much faith we will see from Ethiopia. If he does manage to get enough faith to get a lot of units out of his cities, we might actually see a very quick victory. They might cheese this out. One of the, I guess, hard things about this is Ethiopia actually needs to move all the way across the map to actually get to Pericles if he wants to affect that empire. He needs to get to spread to Athens and Sparta, and we're going to need to see if that's going to be his plan. But like I said, the second the players will see the religion, they will know. We've seen this before. They will know. And we're probably going to see scouts trying to get out. We're probably going to see them putting units around their cities, all the way around their cities, creating circles, which will put a lot of pressure on their opponents. Ethiopia, okay, yeah, we got. Okay, so we do have a first pantheon here. Looks like Ethiopia is gonna go for stone circles. He's also gonna get a new monument in Gondar finish while he's trying to get another one in Lalibela. Looks like actually I'm a bit surprised he didn't go for the sheep tile, but I guess he's fine. He's still gonna get the 3-1. He's also gonna get the fresh water. I would have imagined he wanted another city here, but I guess yeah, none of them were actually good, right? Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, now we do have to take a look at Cleopatra going for fertility rights as a pantheon. Wants to get the extra food from his resources here, and of course we do see the wheat tiles, for example, 5-1-1s, and I would imagine maize tiles gonna get some, cattle tiles, and rice tile if I'm not mistaken. Now we do have Pericles here with also Pantheon, God of Open Sky. He already has 3 of these patches improved and he's going to get the extra culture from each of them. We do have a third city moving to the southeast where he's going to get the benefit of some bananas and a deer tile. I do also see him finishing up his first trader next turn, and we're going to need to take a look back when he's going to try to get the 4th and the 5th city. Looking at Atuka here, Nasus did not get his pantheon. We do have him with 0 faith a turn. He's not making faith, and he might actually try to get the faith generation somehow else. Maybe try to pitch something from a city state or something or in the opponent's empires. We do have him with a few builders, starting up on improving his iron mine in Divodurum, and I do see him moving towards the southeast of south of Divodurum for another iron. He did improve his copper, and he starts to get the extra culture rolling on his mines. And oh my god, no, what is this city on Bibrax, man? Okay, I understand he got kind of bullied by Ethiopia, but this is kind of bad. Come on, guys, you gotta admit this. This is kind of bad. Look at this Bibrax settler. He only has a single 2-2. Yes, a good Oppidum to the south, but it's gonna be a while until he actually gets to build it and benefit from the bonuses. And until that time, the city is just not gonna have good tiles to work, or it's gonna be very expensive to get those good tiles to work over here. Anyway, we do have him with more mines in the north, and of course those irons, that iron resource is going to start gathering. I would hope he's going to improve also the mercury for an extra amenity. And I do want to see what's going on here. Looks like Ethiopia and one of the Gallic Gesates are fighting next to the city of Taruga. We do have the first holy sites also finishing up on Ethiopia, getting a second one in the city of Gondar, while he finished the first one going for the shrines, putting down Liang in the capital for the extra benefits that Liang can get on the resources. Of course, you can actually get that the right tree of Liang over here with the +1 food for resources, +1 housing, and then finish up with zoning commander. Now the other way around that the players did figure out how to use that. Of course, it's reinforced materials and parks and recreation, and you kind of stop there. You do not want to invest more in Liang because she's just gonna move all around your empire and put city parks in each of those cities. That is a city that will make me restart. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. I need Dave. Come on, man. I saw you play that desert. I mean, after I saw you play that, I mean, I would imagine you like all of the land. It's fine. You just adapt to them, right? That's how it is. That's how it is. Okay. Hanging Gardens started over here from the beginning. Ethiopia is gonna get that extra growth. I'm a bit surprised he chose to build it so quickly. We're going to need to see what kind of religion is he gonna get and try to benefit from those bonus points. He's barely making one great prophet point at the moment. Also, I do notice he's already on 11 faith a turn. The more faith he's actually gonna get into his empire, the better his first monumentality will be, and the bigger the explosion that he's gonna have when the first era rolls over and he gets the option to choose monumentality. Of course, we will also know if he chooses Exodus of the Evangelist what's gonna happen. I do have to mention about Exodus, even though I do like the strategy because it's fun to watch, it's a very big sacrifice. Usually in the time that you actually want to do that attack with your cities, you would have gotten the opportunity to expand, get like double your city count or more, get to put down and build more districts and so on and so forth. With the bonuses from monumentality, if you go for Exodus of Evangelist, you're not gonna have the ability to buy settlers or builders with the faith, and you're going to have a serious problem when it comes to your stats. So we do need to see how Yllark is going to want to play this, and if he does actually want to commit to it. Okay, looks like Greece is gonna find a way here. He's actually gonna put commercials down, going for the Eternals by the looks of it. He's getting a 4 settler out from Athens, and I would imagine we're gonna see him improve some and start chopping quite a few of these tiles. It's also a bit challenging in the 2 versus 2s to get the first era score for the age, and I do see for the golden age, and I do see Yllark is gonna have 11 out of 19 points right now. That's before a lot of things can be built here. First of all, getting a religion. Second of all, getting his Hanging Gardens as a wonder. I do see Pompey also 15 out of 19. He probably still can build the Sphinx. I don't see him actually putting it down yet, but he does still have a builder with a charge that could put it down at any moment. We do also have Nasus with 20 out of 19. He actually finishes era score requirements, and then we do have ChucK on 15 out of 19. Still gonna get his Acropolis out, but I do also notice he's going for his settlers. And we do have him barely discovering mining in 2 turns, and still 7 turns to go until the next golden, or I should say the next era. Looking at here, internals getting out. Pompey is also going to go for double commercials here, put from Ketatan and Rakedet, while he's still waiting with the builder to do something. We're probably going to see him rolling through the merchant screen quite quickly, since he's going to be quite fast on this. Hello there, sir. Hello there, Papas. No, yeah, exactly, Ziltek. It's basically an all-in. It's basically an all-in moment there. Okay, let's see. We do have fourth settler here, a scout from Pompey. Where is this trader going, and why is he going externally? This is going Kumasi. Okay, this is one of the questions I had, right? Is Greece actually going to want to benefit from Kumasi? Because he's not only getting the culture, he's also getting a lot of gold with this. And we do need to see if he's going to keep on this trend. Doesn't seem like Magnus Internals is going to be the way here. Amani Externals will be the way. Amani actually has the ability to give you quite a few bonuses when you're talking about trading to a city state. When established in a city state, your cities that have trade route to the city gain +2 food and +2 production. Establishes in 5 turns. They basically get the boost from Magnus, right? The only problem with this, you cannot really scale up those bonuses with the mechanics of the districts, right? We've seen each district has a bonus point attached to the international and the domestic trade routes. If you do manage to get the correct districts in your capital, and most probably you will get that extra production and extra food going on your internals as well. And that's one of the things that the players do like to benefit from quite a bit and try to max that out. Now we do have also that Tantra Wonder in the north of Athens, which must not be named. It's already awesome, and I do hope somebody's actually going to settle it. Okay, Opidum's being put down from the goal. Nasus already went over, it's fine. We do still have Yllark and Pompey and ChucK needing to get their golden ages. Okay, another Opidum over here. That's another +4, possible +6, 7 actually when he's gonna get everything in. Wait, is that an 8? You still get from 2 mines, right? Or in the Opidum, you still get extra adjacency from the 2 mines or something? No? No? You don't get from mines? Okay, I don't know what I was remembering then. Was that? I think that's for the normal one, right? Yeah, that's for the normal one probably. So this one doesn't get it. Interesting. Or it does and it doesn't say. Anyway, now we do need to see how he's going to improve everything. He's going to require quite a few of these builder charges, and as you can see, he's also starting to trade with Taruga externally towards the east side. This also puts him a little bit closer to Ethiopia. He's basically creating a pathway here towards his opponent. I do also notice we do have Holy Side Prayer Project started up in Ethiopia. He did. Oh, I'm sorry, actually, I didn't see this. I'm so sorry. I thought initially that his Pantheon is Earth Goddess because I saw all of these faith points, but then oh my god, stone circles. Okay, I'm gonna eat my words now. We do have stone circles over here for Ethiopia. He's gonna get the extra possession point and the faith point on these stone tiles. He has 3 of them already improved, and I do see a 4th one over here in Lalibela. That's not bad. Still more of these stone tiles to the east, to the north. Not bad. Not a lot of stone tiles, but still it makes this worth. Getting Hanging Gardens next turn is gonna allow him to grow much faster, and he have the housing for it. We do need to see how fast Addis Ababa can actually grow. He's going to require a lot of population to get everything he needs here in that city center. Senome, it's a +8 Opidum. Gold gets minor GCs on every district. No, yeah, there we go. Strategic gives the bonus. It should be gold bonus on all district. Strategic gives bonus, yes. Are we talking about 2 different things? Okay. Monkey Wazaro also, good evening sir, how are you doing? So you're saying it's over here on the Gallic bonus, provides a minor adjacency bonus for all districts and receive +1 culture once bronze working is okay, so he does get it over here. Okay, this is the 0.5 bonus over here for all of the districts, and this includes the Opidum, right? It includes the Opidum, so perfect, you get the extra. So that's what I was remembering. There we go. Now we do have to see what kind of religion is he gonna pick, since I don't see anybody picking up a religion. I do see the merchant points already acquired by Egypt. Nobody open up with campuses, and we're gonna see quite a bit of a race for these merchants. Now, of course, since they are quite far away from each other, and nobody's really gonna want to open up with bronze working and try to get a general from the beginning, but we might see that happening. We do also see for city from Greece to the north. He is getting to push out this Egyptian skull from his territory, but at the moment, well, I guess he's still working on his commercials. We do have to the east side goal here, getting new builders so he can chop and upgrade as many of these tiles as possible. With of course more of these stone tiles to the east side, he definitely needs to get those quarries going. That's gonna be a plus 5, 6. Yeah, 5 actually. +5 Opidum. Very nice. Okay, Moksha also established in Aduatuca for the extra faith per turn, and now he is gonna have the ability to get some faith generation going soon. Okay. Wow, he doesn't have a district, right? Moksha gives you that bonus for 2 faith per district, +2 faith for every district. So yeah, he doesn't have a district here. Next turn, after he finishes his Oppidum, he's gonna get that face button. The city on the Ekin is gonna be amazing. He can actually settle it in the next 3 turns, and by the looks of it, that's exactly when the era ends. I'm actually quite curious if he's gonna need the era score, and if he is, no, he's not. Actually, he's 25 out of 19, more than enough. It's just ChucK actually with 17 out of 19 that misses a few points here, and he's a +3. And does he have anything with technology? Bronze working in 2 turns over here, and Tramway working, but I think he already got currency. He already got this, right? He put down commercials. Doesn't have horse riding, right? And the other one, are they gonna? Is he gonna chop a hoplite? Is that what's gonna happen here? Is he just gonna chop a hoplite? I think so, right? 18 out of 19 points. He might have the ability to also levy Kumasi, which is gonna cost him 130 gold. Actually, wait, that's cheap. That's cheap. Oh well, I guess at this point it's not cheap, but yeah. He just spent his gold. Never mind, there's no Kumasi over there. Okay, no more levy for him. I guess it's cheaper to go for the hoplite shop. We already have actually 12 science with 13 culture on Melody the second, and by the looks of it, we do have Ancestral Hall being chosen to be built next in the government plaza of Addis Ababa. While he is getting his first religion, we're just going to need to wait a few seconds so that religion activates and we get to see its bonuses. And we do have also a settler coming up from Gondar in 5 turns, and he's establishing Magnus over there. Exolent, hello there, sir. Question: how do you know where niter and nuclear, well, I guess uranium will spawn early game? It is we are using a mod, and I'm spectating the game. I'm not actually playing the game. We're spectating, so we have everything revealed to us except a few things, a few details. For example, details that we cannot know because the game doesn't generate them yet, like those are antiquity sites. They do appear, but a little bit later. How did the Ethiopia get a 4-foot cattle tile? Michael is cheating, so he knows. Wow. Kiko Beaver, hello there, sir. Colorado, good evening, sir. Is domination the most common victory type in 2 versus 2s? Yes. And they cannot see it. Yes, they do. They cannot see it. The press cannot see it. Also, Bomdia, Senior Bex, how are you doing? I think Greece doesn't have the MIDI card. Uh-oh. No, he got it. He got it, man. He got it. He got it. Look at this. He got it. And you think he doesn't have it? No, he had it, man. Look, builders, Goji, and urban planning. It's fine. Whew, you scared me right there. I was thinking, oh my god, if he's actually gonna remain on 1 point. Oh, the horror. When subtitles so I can watch it, no listen. I'm sorry, King Mills. I'm sorry. I don't know when subtitles. I think actually, I don't know if it works on YouTube or not, but I think YouTube had some sort of a subtitle thing over there going on. Let me actually take a look. Doesn't it work? I can't really, say anything about it, but sure. Let's see. I'm pretty sure the subtitle thing works, but I'm not sure if it works in like during the game or if it works after the game. Yeah, unavailable. I need to, yeah, it's unavailable. I'm so sorry about this. And also, before we actually get into the first era, don't forget to click that like button on YouTube. Thank you so much for it. It does help out with the algorithm a lot. Thank you. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. If I do actually switch something, so one of the settings that I did in YouTube is to try to have as little latency as possible between me talking and you seeing, and at the same time me receiving messages over here on YouTube. So the thing is, I do need to switch that to a higher latency, which of course does lower the quality. In my opinion, it actually slows down considerably. It ends up to be like minutes at a time. Anyway, I do see fourth city already put down by Nasus. He's sending that builder to get the stone tiles improved. We're 1031, so we did go into the first era with a golden age. Let's manage the prediction. Put up the who will win question. We're gonna have on one side ChucK with the soft style, and on the other side we're gonna have the boys Pompilidae and the man of the hour, Yllark. Let's actually take a look over here and tab in. There we go, Yllark and Pompilidae. Okay, and let's put it for 30 minutes as a submission period, because oh my god, I guess I'm gonna put it 15 minutes because I don't know if it did work. do something out of the box here. And I do want to put the same thing over here on YouTube as well. Start a poll. Who will win? Question is between ChucK and ChucK&Softstyle, and on the other side Yllark and Pompilidae. There we go. Start the poll. Okay, so quite a bit of production over here on Nasus. We do have him with 39, but with the most productive civilization in the game is still Pompey with 50. I do want to take a look from the beginning. From the left, we do have Menelik II with 13 science and 14 culture. He did choose his religion, and let's actually take a look what it is. Islam for Zen meditation and pilgrimage. He didn't go for the choral music. He does want the amenities here. High population cities will require more amenities. We do have Yllark also getting some archers out to help him deal with the Gallic scout, which did pillage one of his quarries to the south. Unfortunately, ate a lot of his production capabilities here. Another wave of settlers. I do see Yllark did choose to go for a monumentality, so he's benefiting from this 29 faith turn that he has in his empire to try to get as many of these builders and settlers out as possible. Ancestral Hall is also going to give him a wave of builders, allowing him whenever he's going to settle a city to get a free builder from it. Looking at Pompey, we do have Pembrasian Voice Golden Age from him, 12 science and 29 culture here on Cleopatra Ptolemaic. And while he is on 3 cities, chose to go for fertility lights, trying to get some more traders going, and to turning a settler from Rakedet. He will have a builder there to the southwest of that city center, allowing him to get some chops in. I do have to say he built his Government Plaza and already built his Ancestral Hall, but stayed on 3 cities to get everything done. With Campus getting out from Swenet, he's going to get a +2 bonus here. While he does have these commercials, we're going to need to see when he's going to get to the 7th population, or I should say the next population level in his empire, what will happen, what kind of direction is he gonna go towards. We do have the Acropolises getting out of the cities of ChucK with Pembrasian Voice Golden Age on 10 science and 23 culture Pericles. Getting these Acropolises is going to significantly increase his culture per turn and also open up great writers for him. We're going to see him start getting the points acquired immediately after. Now, I do also see ChucK at the moment is sitting on 4 cities, not having an extra settler in production. He's plugging in Magnus in the capital city of Athens, and that kind of feels like a kind of a late Magnus, but I do understand it because it was over here Amani needing to settle in Kumasi, and then of course him needing to select something. And we do have him with 36 production. Unfortunately, at the moment he's kind of the lowest production in the game, but I'm pretty sure he has a decent amount of chances and territory and good actually resources to improve, so he gets considerably more production here. Now, last but not least, we do have Nasus with 9 science and 22 culture with a Pembrasian Voice Golden Age on a 4 cities goal. Here he's getting his Oppidum's churning points of production, and I do see him needing to improve some of these resources, especially the amenities for the extra happiness. With God of Craftsman chosen as a pantheon, he's going to get the extra production points on all of these strategic resources. You can already see his iron received that one and the extra faith point, while he's building up quite a few Oppidums next to these resources that give him the extra adjacency towards Oppidums. He is going to have a faster and faster way of doing things over here in his cities. Pingala establishing importance in Divodurum. We do have audience chamber as a choice for Aduatuca, and yes, he does have another horse style and a fish style next to that city center that he could improve, allowing his city to grow and be more productive. Now that we finished that out of the way, give me a second, and I need to put this and this and this.
Thou shall be knighted primer. Alt triangle 8.
Ooh, thank you so much, sir. All triangle, thank you so much for the prime. Much appreciated. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, nothing much. Nasus is just getting his sim going. Yes, we do have him needing to get that science. Extra culture showing up in ChucK's empire with quite a few markets getting out from Ephesus and Sparta. I do notice he's getting some builders from the northern city, and he still needs to actually get that Acropolis finished there. A bit surprising that he went for a builder first. Oh, he went commercial first in that city center with no hill around that city center. Interesting positioning for the city of Corinth. Well, he did manage to get it on a cotton tile, and yes, he's actually getting that extra gold in there, which is not bad. A big question mark that we had, or at least I had at the beginning when I saw the draft, is gold with ChucK gonna make enough gold for themselves to actually do what is needed to be done in the game? And that's a question that we still need to actually answer during the game. Over here we do have them right now with a decent amount of gold. It's 35 between them, while on Pompey and Yllark we actually have less. We got only 28 gold between them. Okay, there we go. Okay, with Moksha already established in the city of Akhetatan, we do have more culture created here in Pompey's empire. Right now he's on the 32, actually having more culture than the goal, and a little bit less than ChucK at the moment on Pericles. Pompey is gonna get quite a few chops, and I do see him with the builders. He still needs to get all of these settlers out of his cities, and probably he's gonna try to score something like 7 cities in between now and the next era. And we do have also one of the Greek warriors starting to get into his borders. He did actually manage to pillage a commercial hub, and he can go and pillage to the east side something else. I'm very curious if Pompey is going to react over here with a quick unit. He's going to need to either buy it out or chop it or hard build it here in Swenet, which is not really ideal, especially when you are trying to get so many other settlers going around. Well, he is going to hard build an archer from Swenet, but in the meantime I do believe ChucK's warrior will have the opportunity to actually walk on that campus and pillage it, get some points for himself. Yllark to the west of Cleopatra is going to get more settlers out. He did put down his first theater square, and of course he did finish the hanging gardens earlier. He has quite a few more chops. Put the first rock-hewn church, which is the unique improvement of Ethiopia. Not really giving you a lot of production, but it does give you a lot of faith. You do see the 2, 1, and 5 faith point icons over here on the rock-hewn church. With amphitheaters going into Lalibela, and of course with theater square opening, he's definitely going to want to be competitive when it comes to the writer screen. I'm still a bit surprised he didn't go for choral music and got the Zen meditation. To be honest, of course, with Zen meditation, you can actually spread it to Egypt. And of course, if we do see him picking up monumentality, no Exodus of the Evangelist yet. That's not, I gotta really mention this. The time is not lost yet. Like, he could try to get it in the second era, and we're going to need to see if that's actually going to happen. Of course, a lot more cities do need to be converted in the second era, and since he did not pick a missionary zeal, I doubt it. I really doubt it. Good evening, Battle Cruiser. Good evening, sir. Caesar is conquering 4 versus 4, and why no picks in 2 versus 2s? Yeah, look at that volcano north of Candy. What is going on? Did he get excited? North of Candy. There's no volcano north of Candy. Oh, this one? Is this a plains mount? How did this get here? Anyway, this one? You're talking about this one? And this is kind of weird. It's a plains volcano. Wow. Wow. Next to the border of the map in the middle of the snow and tundra. Lol. That's a very good question about Caesar. Why no picks in the 2 versus 2s? Maybe they just don't think they have enough resources between them to get everything they need upgraded to legions and so on. Even though personally I do think it should be a strong civilization here. I guess we're going to need to see more players getting their time playing Julius Caesar and trying to see exactly what they need to be doing so they can feel comfortable to play it in the 4 versus 4s. It's Oral, the place where the souls of the dead live. MS Doll, good evening, sir. The volcano melted the snow. Yeah, exactly. Salty, yeah, exactly. Not even getting excited that it melted the snow. It must be a lot of heat there. Must be a lot of heat. Anyway, we do have horses, the first classical unit getting out of Pompey cities, and I do notice he's going to have the opportunity to take out Candy if he wants to. I doubt that he's going to want to, especially with Yllark having the opportunity to get it, right? I do notice a 4 city is going to settle to the south, 1 probably to the northeast somewhere. I would think somewhere like Cotton Tile here, or on the 1-2. And while I'm pretty sure he's going to want to stay away from being too close to Greece. Greece is getting his audience chamber in the city of Athens, still needs 3 turns to finish, getting his market for the extra trade routes. I don't see that those settlers getting out of his cities. He's going to sit on 4 and upgrade a lot of these pastures with the builder charges he's getting, not to mention finishing up his acropolis metropolises and commercial, so he can start acquiring those great people points. That's very important actually. They're gonna get quite a few bonus points. For example, Gaul is gonna get the opportunity of recruiting Isodor of Miletus, which is the first engineer, and it's the engineer that gives you those production points, the juicy production points on the Wonder construction projects. Now we do have also merchants. Looks like Marcus Licinius Crassus is the second one. Coleus was the first one picked up by Egypt. Iocul is becoming pleasant. Yeah, it's not exploding anymore. Okay, Odin Chiber here. Pingala establishing in the city of Sparta. Okay. Moksha in Ephesus. Okay. Free Colosseum for the goal. Yeah, exactly. Free Colosseum for the goal. Well, he's gonna need that extra population we were talking about earlier, or put it from another city. I do see Pyramids is getting it in Bibrax, and I do see he already recruited Isodor of Miletus. We might actually see him finishing Pyramids really quickly for the extra builder and all of the builder charges from now on. I'm actually curious what is he gonna plan with, how is he gonna plan this, and if he's gonna go for the Colosseum. You do need the entertainment complex with a flat tile next to it, and at the same time getting arena in that complex. So yeah, doesn't look like he has a lot of space for it. Like maybe here on the Niter tile, maybe that would be a choice, I guess. Only 3 cities. Ew. It is what it is. Anyway, now we do have also Ethiopia moving his settlers to the east side. As you can see, that's the same can be said about Pompey. He's moving closer to Ethiopia. They will try to connect with each other a little bit, touching borders over there. And I do see he's moving some settlers to the west side, which is going to put him closer to the goal. We were thinking that Ethiopia might actually attack with his units at some form of timing. I would say Oromo probably is going to be the choice here. And yes, goal is relatively close to him, so he can attack. He can be attacked, especially if he's gonna keep on putting cities towards his opponent. And we do need to see also if Yllark is gonna manage to get quickly to monarchy, so he can put down his Grandmaster Chapel and start to buy out units with faith, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be very, very helpful. Since he is starting to add so many more faith points each time. These buildings and I would say resources are getting improved. We do have him actually right now with 8 population in the city of Addis Ababa, 9 population, and because we're all then he's gonna get to the 10th one. Oh my god, in 2 turns. That is so much food here. He's growing so fast. Can you imagine growing 2 turns from 9 population to 10 population? He's working on 20.6 surplus food. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 settlers. He's gonna be on 8 cities, probably 9 cities soon. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, so Pyramids has been finished with Isodor of Miletus, and I do see another wave of settlers are getting out of his cities. Nasus is going to chop as fast as possible these units, so he can put down the cities much faster and of course benefit from those extra production points. The citizens are going to work. He's putting the first encampment down in Divodurum, and I would imagine he's going to want a few of these generals. We're going to need to see if he's going to start making projects. The good thing is he did put it in the Gavron Pingala city, which of course will have the opportunity to try to get the grants promotion for the 100% great people points in that city center with in the districts of that city center. Now we do also need to see if he's actually going to try to do something about Taruga. Gallic Empire is sending money in there, and by the looks of it, he is working externals towards that city center. Now looking at the borders between Egypt and Greece, they're still quite far away from each other. Looks like Pompey's horses are actually going towards the city of Candy and might want to take it down. We do have him with another wave of builders getting out of his cities and moving a few settlers to the south. I do see that Pompey actually went a little bit further than we thought on the other side of the river, trying to benefit from as many of these tutus as possible, and of course the mercury tiles to the south so he can improve them. We do have him getting these cities quite close to his opponent. opponent. He might want to consider to take out Kumasi, even though, yes, I do see the ancient walls are getting out in 3 turns. It's still very important to cut off ChucK from having all of those amazing culture points on his side. With multiple markets getting out, the extra production and the food points on these traders is gonna start increasing, because he's gonna have the number of trade routes. The production is not there though. He's only on 47 production, and again, he's the lowest one of the pack. I would imagine, of course, the others getting to put down more cities. It's definitely gonna be helpful here. With new trade routes getting bought, I would imagine also ChucK is gonna get quite a few bonuses. Wait, did he? Yeah, he's sending everything to Kumasi. He's sending everything to Kumasi. Okay, very nice. Governor Pingala Victor also being settled in Corinth, and I do see he still did not go for that commercial at the moment. Kumasi needs a nerf, yeah. How's the production? Not that good, actually. Gold here does manage to shine. Like 76 production does seem like Gold did high roll his spawn with quite a few stone tiles, quite a few strategics around his cities. He does manage to get everything he needs, the science, the culture, and of course the production. The gold is going to be required here for him to upkeep an army, and I do see ChucK is trying to get quite a bit of gold on his side. I do also want to mention the first writers are only like 30 points each, and there are quite a few of them in the first era. It's very important for the players to try to benefit from as many of these as possible. Battle Cruiser asking me, can you please explain what happens to Amani in BBG when she forced to move out? I don't exactly know how she moves back faster. Do you think it's from BBG? Wait, I'm a bit confused about exactly what you're asking, because we did have a bug with Amani allowing players to put it in city states, then take it out from city states, put it in city states, and so on. And that's how they were pushing out the armies from around the city center, because the city would push out the army, and then you get to levy the city state again, putting money back in. I'm pretty sure I'm not talking about that one. The other one was well, I don't know what is the other one. Amani was changed in 4 turns. That's what you mean, because it actually moves in 4 turns. As in, whenever you're gonna want to settle it, it's gonna settle quicker. But that's across the. That's quite a few governors that actually got that buff. Okay, got it. Yeah, it did receive a buff in the movement, and I guess we didn't have a full rework of the governors with the BBG. Now you do get those extra points over there on the beginning. You do get the negotiator with the city cannot be put under siege and gains the +5 city defense, provides 2 additional strategic resources per turn for each you have revealed, which is also kind of useful. As well, I do want to say this was kind of useful back before there was kind of a lack of especially end game strategics, like talking about uranium, talking about coal, talking about oil, and so on. Especially aluminium, actually, like another 2 points of aluminium would have been like gold at that point in the game. This was amazing. Now, not so much. You can actually get those points from something else, and you don't need to invest into this, which is kind of like, Anyway. 57 faith per turn from Yllark. I do see him with 57 production also. He's definitely quite big. And we do have Nasus getting to 81, and he's not that far off from reaching the 100 mark. I do see Yllark is also chopping as many of the tiles as possible and getting so many more builders. He's gonna start touching borders with the goal on the west side, and that I do not think the goal will like. We do have Nasus also getting to send a settler to the south of Samarov River by Lusevet. It's gonna be that May style, and I do notice he's gonna get some builders finally to finish up his mines here next to his oppidums. With another settler moving somewhere in the south, he did finish his pyramids for the free builder, and of course the extra builder charges. He's probably getting so many of them with the feudalism promotion. I'm actually quite curious. Did he should have finished feudalism, right? We do have Yllark already getting it next turn, and Pompey is working on civil service. Looking at the classical era, we still have quite a few turns until we're gonna see the switch of the era, and of course we're gonna need to keep on watching on the era score from time to time to see if the players are gonna go next or not. I still don't. Where are those horses, by the way? Okay, there are a few horses next to the city of Candy. Maybe Pompey is gonna be stopped by the city of Candy from taking that city center. And yes, I do see finally a third one coming in. I would have definitely thought 3 is too little, but 2 is too little, but maybe 3 is just fine. Ooh, granary in Aketaton? Okay, interesting choice over here, but why not? We do have a granary for the extra housing and of course a little bit of food over there in the second city of Cleopatra. While he's still needing to chop some more of these tiles, he's also putting down more cities everywhere he can actually put cities. I do see even non-freshwater settles are being considered. I do also notice Pingala is establishing in the city of Swenet for a little bit more signs. We do have Pompey on 20 and 38. I gotta say that in the science screen we don't see them that far apart in each other. I don't think 5 points at this point in the game is making that much of a difference, but we do have a decent amount of culture acquired already by ChucK, and since he is starting to acquire a lot of writer points, he's on 5.7 while Ethiopia 16.7. Did Ethiopia start making projects? Wow, that's some dedication right there. You can see Ovid has already been recruited by Yllark, and he's also probably gonna have the opportunity to take another one. Wow, okay, even Goal is making some. Wait, did Goal get one also? Don't see it. Wait, am I seeing this correctly? Is Goal gonna go for a terracotta army? Is this Isodor actually sitting to build a terracotta army next to Divodurum? Because that's how it looks like to me. Doesn't this look like to you? Isn't he doing this? Oh, I see I see Battlecruiser, what you're referring, but that's not. I don't think that's from BBG. I think that's from the game. I don't think that's from BBG. That's why I was a bit, how to say, a bit confused. I was trying to find something that was changed by BBG. Is it the same mechanic if your governor gets outsourced by a spy? No, not really, Div Beasley, because with a spy, if it neutralizes the governor, it actually cannot go in for quite a few turns. Money you can just plug it in immediately after it gets pushed out from a city center. Anyone on Admirals? Clocksteve is asking. Good evening, sir. First of all, and no, I don't. No, nobody on Admirals. This is Highlands. We're probably not going to have any kind of coastal pressure between each other. Even though, yes, I do see that ChucK will have the opportunity to trade with Goal on the coast. We don't actually have them setting this up. Yeah, there's nothing set up. We do have horses getting out of the cities of Ensasu, and yes, I do see that Ethiopia has one archer to the north of Mekele, which might try to take down the Gesate towards Durekortoron. Now we do see another settler being put down to the southeast of Taruga, and that city is the Gallic city, actually, with Amani being plugged in. I'm pretty sure Yllark is going to want to take it down, but again, we're going to need to see when he's going to start ramping up his military production. Looking at the score screen here, actually, we barely have anybody in the game going more than 150 points. Pompey is 153, and that's it. And he might actually have, well, he's not that far off from having everybody else's stats combined. Grainer is also coming up from Bibrax. I do see Nasus is gonna get some more settlers in the southeast. Okay, so this one is here, this one is here somewhere. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 cities. 8 cities. We're gonna have Goal on 8 cities. Ethiopia, wave of campuses getting out of is 4 of them, 3 of them actually in 4 turns, and by the looks of it, yes, he did finish his government plaza and put it to use the extra adjacency with the mountain for these campuses. I do see Reina is also getting plugged in Adigrat to the east side towards his ally over here, Pompey, which he is going to start trading with. As you can see, he already has his trader sent over there to the east side. We might see him supplement his trade routes relatively quickly. Unfortunately, Yllark is not making that much more gold per turn. He's on 7 gold a turn while Pompey is on 20. It looks like the gold is definitely heavier, or I should say lower, on Yllark and Pompey than it is on Nasus and ChucK. We thought the total opposite, and it looks like ChucK over here switching his gameplay and going commercial first into Acropolises, into campuses. Is gonna try to get as much culture out as possible, relying on Pingala for the extra science, and at the same time getting the goal for his teammates. I gotta say, he was extremely lucky having Kumasi next to him, with of course the ability to get the money and get those extra production and the food points. This is awesome for him. He's actually getting another city over there as a connection, and he's gonna also get closer to Egypt, to the southwest, because of that. With new amphitheaters getting out of his cities, he's going to need to pay attention to these writers, because I do notice Ethiopia did manage to recruit 2 of them, Ovid and Kuyan, while Homer is going to be over here on Greece. We do have Greece about to recruit Valmiki. And there's gonna be a 5th one also, right? There's another one here. Okay, yeah. The Beasley, is it the same mechanic? No. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Seeing Ethiopia snowball like this, I'm starting to doubt my choice betting for ChucK&Softstyle. Captain Diabetes, good evening, sir. Okay. yeah, it's, you know, Ethiopia, man. Ethiopia. I guess we don't see that many games with Ethiopia to actually remember, you know, have that muscle memory and instant reaction. When we see Ethiopia, we know it's a like hardcore civilization being played right here. But this is Ethiopia, and I gotta say, if you play Ethiopia right, oh my god, it's such an amazing civilization. It did fall off the cliff in the player's choices when well, yeah, it wasn't that impactful in the games on Pangea, for example, or 7 Seas. On Highlands, though, it is amazing. There are quite a few challenges, and yes, putting your cities on all of the time on hills does seem to be a bit too much. He does have the most science in the game with 28. He does have also a decent amount of culture, 48. Only ChucK is ahead, but I'm pretty sure that is because of his Acropolises and his traders to Kumasi. We do have also find the campuses getting out of the cities of ChucK here. Is definitely going to require a lot more science to cover that distance between the science and the culture. While I do see he's getting his other governors inside of his city centers, he is trying to get the amenity use out of audience chamber, and of course the extra booster in housing, and that very nice. Oh, there we go, a chop here. Very nice, very nice. That very nice happiness from the amenities, right? Yeah, there we go. There's another one, Basa. And I think the big question is, who is going to try to get this one? He did chop the project from Ephesus, so he can recruit Valmiki. So I would imagine he has the opportunity to chop next turn another project here from Athens and get the 5th one also. Let's see if we do have any projects here. Started up from Yllark. No, he's actually going to go for the libraries. And I didn't point it out yet, but I should point it out. We do not have Hypatia being picked up yet or revealed yet. Aryabhata has been the first scientist that was recruited, and it was recruited by Cleopatra, while the next one is Sang Heng. We do have a goal with 1.1 points, Ethiopia 1.1, Egypt is 4.6, and that's it in the scientist screen. I'm pretty sure, of course, with Pericles starting to put down his campuses, and at the same time having Ethiopia here with quite a few campuses, it's gonna be important. We do have Pompey sending a city very far in the south, so he can actually set up those coastal trade routes towards his ally over here and get the gold for his empire. 23 gold here for Pompey. Yllark is on 5. The other side is making 60 plus 65. A lot better results over here on Nasus and ChucK. We do have a first city center also being taken down. The city of Candy is being put under siege. Is trying to get the walls in 2 turns, and I do see these forces still have a lot of heat in them to take that city down. Menelik bought writers for Faith. Now he got 2. I think he chopped. No, he made projects. I don't think he actually bought them with Faith. That's buying them with Faith is actually a very big investment. Usually you make it if you have way too much faith to spare, and I don't think he's in that position right now. I think he still has a lot to do here, a lot to do. Like, he still has quite a few improvements. He still has cities, he still has shops. Like, look at this city center over here. It definitely requires a builder. This city center, no. This one has a builder. This one, and you can see he's trying to get them improved as quickly as possible. I would imagine also another city to the west of Addis Ababa would be nice, somewhere over here. Guess this one, the 2-1. Could go for a city here also. trying to get that aqueducted. Anyway, I do see horses getting out of the Gallic cities, and they're moving to defend the city of Durekortoron from a possible attack from Ethiopia. Looking at also the southern cities here, Samorobriva and Noviodunum, we do have the builders getting out in 12 turns while he's getting his granaries for the extra food, and of course the housing. We do have him having the benefits of a lot of rainforest shops here with a half cost. Oh, I see. Statue of Zeus, not terracotta. Statue of Zeus is actually going to put in Divodurum, I mean. This one that actually gives you advantages when it comes to the anti-cav unit. It gives you production towards those units, and also you do get a big influx of units. You get like 7 units for free. Six of them you can make use of them. One of them is the support. You do get like 3 archers and 3 of those anti-cav units. Storm almost saved Candy. Almost, yeah, almost. Candy, Taruga, Candy. Okay, Taruga is being taken down. Where is Candy? Candy is taken down. Okay. Pompey 2, 4, 6 cities at the moment. He's getting his 7th one and 8th one. You can see he's actually creeping closer to Ethiopia with a city center over there. Still has quite a few jobs to do, and some non-freshwater cities to settle, which I'm pretty sure he's not gonna like. We then have Taruga being taken down, and yes, Yllark can go forward and try to trade some units over here in the Gallic city. While he did raise that city center, he didn't want to take a chance of it being recovered, or I should say liberated. We do have Yllark with 63 science and 61 culture. We've seen how he actually finished 3 of those campuses in 1 turn. Now he's getting his theater square festivals, and yes, he is. If Greece is not going to get this one, he's definitely going to recruit Bassa also, and this is a problem actually. Greece is not getting the projects. He already has 103 culture a turn with 32 science, and I'm pretty sure ChucK does really want his libraries for the extra science points, with Ethiopia being on a little bit of an advantage, double the amount of science that Nasus has, not to mention that the nice and juicy culture. He has the ability to get some units against his opponent, has the production capabilities also matching Nasus. Actually, wait, he has way more than Nasus has, because you need to add this faith per turn also. Getting some heavy chariots from his cities, a bit surprising. Wait, why is he going heavy chariots? What? Aren't Oromo's calves like, you know, like light calves? I'm pretty sure that, or did they get changed to top 3? Replaces the Corsair. No, it's light calf. Okay. I guess he doesn't care about Oromos. Okay. Has a sight of 3. Oh well, it is what it is. We don't need to see if Yllark is gonna get what he wants. I'm pretty sure he actually wants to pre-build some. We do need to see if he's also gonna have the gold, because still we don't have Pompey and Yllark making that much gold. So that's definitely a problem, while I'm pretty sure their opponents are gonna be happy just swimming in gold over there. ChucK is making everything he can so he can upkeep what they need. Bible scientist already recruited? No. You're talking about Hypatia? No, it's still Zangheng over here, and we do have a race between Ethiopia and Egypt to get it. Yeah. Nariabata has been taken. Valmiki over here. Who's getting Bassa? Oh, Ethiopia is getting Bassa. There we go. He got the last project in, and he's gonna get those extra 2 books since his empire. I'm pretty sure also he can trade one away to his ally here. He has enough. Encampment from Diredawa. I do see Bassa has been included in Ethiopia, getting those granaries going, and another settler from Lalibela. I do need to see how this is gonna work here. It looks like he's sending all of these heavy chariots to the northwest. Tech side, he's stirrups in 1 turn and divine right in 2 turns, while Nasus is getting his military tactics in 3 turns. He will also get Statue of Zeus in 2 turns. All of those units are gonna pop that from that wonder, and we'll get the opportunity to go towards Durekortoron, where we do have a Geisate, a swordsman, and 2 of these horses defending that city center with Governor Victor trying to direct what's going on the battlefield. We do see also Ethiopia has started converting some of the cities of his opponent here, and again we might actually see some missionaries trying to get in and trying to convert the cities much faster. We didn't have anybody else going for religion at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of them is going to try to get the Stonehenge at some point to get an extra religion. Of course, Candy actually benefiting from Holy Site will give him points for a great prophet. He might acquire it before the next era. I do see 4 more turns are remaining. 3 of them well, are very important here. This game might be a lot faster than I thought. You think? I don't think it's gonna be that fast, not gonna lie. Where does bottom Ethiopia settler rallied? Bottom Ethiopia settler, this. Now, oh, he's going into the tundra. Where is he going into the tundra? There's like nothing here. I guess he does have a good campus. That's a, what is it, a +4? 3. If he puts a commercial, he's got, or a holy side, he can make it a +4. He's still gonna get the era score from that, and yes, he still has ability to put cities on the western coast, the northwestern coast of Axum. And oh well, it is looking like everything is happening over here, like between the Redawa and the Recortorum. Oh, this is big. Ethiopia actually put the scout on statue of Zeus, denying the Gallic ability to build that, of course, until next turn when that swordsman gets out. We do have a goal moving, also a horse to get there. It might not be in time though. I mean, is it? Let's see. So we do have 1, 2. That's it? Oh, yeah, it's in time. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure Nasus over here is going to be fine, especially with the builders that will allow him to get faster units here in the record room. He's not really relying on the whole defense to come out from the statue of Zeus, and that's good. That's good. We do have campus research projects getting out of the cities of Yllark and also going for his encampment training project so he can roll in the general points. Goal is making 2.3 points a turn, 115 right now. In the scientist screen, Zangheng is the next one, and we're going to need to see if Hypatia is going to be discovered. I would assume so. So we're going to need to see who's actually going to get it. Looking at the score screen, we do have Yllark on 52 out of 52. It would guarantee his golden age. We do have 45 out of 49 on Pompey, while he does need 4 more points. I'm actually quite curious. Did he build the Sphinx? Anyway, it's fine. He's actually going to get the Marina Chat Archer and he's going to be fine. We do have Nasus also 57 out of 59 points. Ambirex here getting his Russian voice in the next one probably. ChucK is 51, 52. He does need 1 more point, but I'm pretty sure in the next turns he can get it even if he does need to levy something. Russian voice golden age at the moment. Pericles will have the opportunity to switch if he wants to into a free inquiry golden age, so he can acquire the scientific points from these commercials along the culture he's getting from his acropolises. If there is a non-naval civilization with harbor, is it still possible to naval trade? Yes. You just need to be coastal. You don't even need to have a harbor. Does the whole team receive bonuses from great people? No. Mikado, hello there, sir. He wants the naval trade. He needs a harbor city to trade. Yes, he does want. And you are talking about eels. There we go. Mikado, how are you doing, sir? Are you ready for the land? I hope you're coming, Mikado. You're coming to the land, right? You're coming? Okay, we got that. Anyway, encampment from Sparta, and I do see he's getting his intelligence agency in Athens. We should actually have him over the threshold now. Yes, everybody's over. Yes, everybody's over the threshold for getting a golden age. We got 2 more turns until this flips, and we do need to see what's gonna happen here. With, of course, Statue of Zeus finishing up next turn from Divadurum, and Nasus is gonna get an advantage to defend against the horse type of unit here, cav or heavy cav or light cav. Interesting. I'm a bit surprised about this choice to go for a watermill instead of something else, but I guess it is what it is. I would have expected him to try to get another project rolling. Maybe he got too many, you know, too many projects. It is what it is. Okay. We're going to need to see how they're going to set up all of their bonuses for the industrial zones. So you can see some aqueducts coming in. And ooh, what do we have here? Casual Cobra Dobra. Thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. I keep thinking goal is Cleo. Yeah, you're not that far off, man. Yeah, true. Well, let's see. Yeah, they did manage to finish getting to the golden age, so now they're probably going to focus on getting this defense/war going. We do have Nasus getting all of the benefits of Statue of Zeus at the moment, and yes, he has quite a few units that he could send towards the city of Durecortorum, while we still have Chops allowing Yllark to get more production. He's choosing to go for Grandmaster Chapel as quickly as possible. He does have 83 faith a turn with 72 science and 63 culture, while Nasus is on 42 science and 68 culture. We're going to need to see what kind of golden age choices they're going to make in the next congress, or I should say in the next era, and we definitely need to see if they're going to have what they need. I still feel a little bit concerned about the gold per turn from Yllark and Pompey. They have 43 plus 13. It doesn't seem to be that big, and especially since we do see Egypt here going for a little bit more production rather than gold. Yllark is also going to have the opportunity to invest quite a bit of faith into this army that he's going to send against his opponent, and yes, we do have him getting his training projects so he can recruit this general. The first one is going to be Hannibal Barca, and I'm pretty sure Ethiopia is going to have it. Gaul is also going to try to get one, and let's actually take a look if he's making projects. No, he's actually choosing to get a few more archers from Divodurum before he actually goes for a project. Okay, I mean, there's not that big of a competition, but I do have to say, if this one is gonna be picked next era, not this era, it's gonna create a problem. The next one is gonna be more expensive in the next era. Okay, Pericles managing to get a bit more population here. I do see him still needing to get a lot more science with only 38 points. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. He's getting Magnus in the city of Argos, where he's going to have an insane amount of chops. There are like 12 chops over here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 chops in the city of Argos, not including the banana. If you include banana, a lot more. Anyways, color scheme is very weird this game. When the Priester, yeah, I mean, I guess except goal over here, I don't have a problem with the other one. It's fine, or at least I see it that way. It's fine. Okay. Ooh, another very important engineer has been picked up by Nasus. ChucK&Softstyle is going to get the ability to get 150 fortification health in that city center with James of St. George, a wall engineer. We do have Diredawa getting Hannibal Barca, and yes, he's going to need to move it over here on the front line to see what's going on. That's a possible scout as well as a general bonus giving unit. We did jump into the next era, and we do have one more turn until the next World Congress. We're going to have a pause for 2 minutes, so the players do go through the World Congress, and we're going to come back to see the conclusion of the game, and of course see what they will choose in the World Congress and so on and so forth. I do also want to say, don't forget to click that like button if you don't like the content, especially over there on YouTube. Thank you. And also I do want to say we're going to have the Civ Give event, giving you the opportunity to help some wonderful kids in hospitals that are in need. We will allow them to have some fun with some consoles over there from the Gamers Outreach. You do want to check out those go-karts over there because they are amazing. Now the event is going to have quite a bit of content during a 3-day period, and we're going to need to have a lot of fun. He tried to deny possible golden age with a scout. Nice try. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you could delay your opponent, why not, right? I do have to say that I don't really see Ethiopia here making that much faith. Like, I totally understand that he's balancing out everything, and I totally get it that he has the production with the faith generation going. But I still would believe he needs more faith. And probably one of the reasons he's starting to follow up producing his temples from his holy sites. And I gotta say, he didn't actually invest in a lot of holy sites. He only has like 2 of them. Uh-oh. Missionaries. Guys, I'm streaming. Oh, thank you so much, the Beasley. Much appreciated, sir. That actually helps me so much, by the way. That actually helps me so much. Anyway. Okay, so 2 minutes as a pause. We're gonna go through this. We're gonna vote no, option B on these two, and of course in the Diplo, and we're gonna come back to see what the players are gonna choose. Back into. Oh wow, it started raining outside and it's so cold. Oh, I gotta say, man. Yes, it's so cold in Bucharest right now. I really hope in Paris it's gonna be warmer, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it, man. I just don't deal well with the cold. I don't know. Vlad K, hello there, sir. What do spectator vote do in Congress? We just try to minimize the impact. Yeah. They could decide how to technically exclude spectators from. No, we cannot. Actually, Battle Cruiser. Unfortunately, we cannot. We tried, but we cannot. Yes, we need to cancel each other. The vote does count. Yes, the vote does count. As in, usually the AI votes A, and I should vote B. In this case, it actually voted B. Doesn't really matter though. It doesn't. I don't think it changes the vote in anyway. Give me a second. No, it doesn't change the vote. This one, the AI voted A, I voted B, so we equaled each other, and in this one we voted against each other. Looks like outcome plus 10 religious strength for religious units of Islam, and in the third option we do have Pericles with the 2 Diplo points, and we do have also no points for the scientist, which is going to be a bit frustrating, especially since Hypatia has been picked up. Okay, so they were going for Newton, but there's no more Newton. Hypatia is going to give Ethiopia over here a big boost. He already had quite a few libraries, or he was planning on building them. I can imagine that we go for 80 science on Ethiopia. Is going to be a beast to control here. 94 culture, 141 production. We do have a bigger and bigger military being sent to the front line. He's starting to get very close to the military of Gaul here, and we do see both empires getting up for war with different units. We got some archers getting out from Ethiopia. We do have crossbows up next with possible Oromos to upgrade here. He does need the technology for coursers. We do have him going for right now military engineering and diplomatic service. I do also notice he's getting some men at arms and of course putting down another encampment. He did get an Ethiopian great general, Hannibal Barca, while I do notice at the moment Gaul does not have a general. Wait, alarm. Why does he not have a general? Oh, he's getting it right now. Wait a second. Great people. Oh, there we go. You know what I was saying, that if he recruits that one and yeah, he's not gonna have the points. He's still gonna need a lot of points. Probably 2 projects here. He's getting one right now. He's probably gonna need another one. Intelligence agency also finishing up in Nasus's territory. We do have him with a pen brush and voice golden age and getting his military tactics next turn. Did it snow this year in your place? We did have a bit of snow, as in like a week ago during the night, like in the middle of the night. We did have like a few centimeters of snow on the roofs of the buildings, but until morning it just melted. There was nothing left in the morning. So he's yes, so cold, you say? It's minus 13 there. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know, man. That sounds really cold. It gets into your bones. I don't know. Sounds scary. Sounds very scary. Yllark with a pen brush and voice golden age 2 turns out. No, he just finished the castles. We did have the first Oromo being upgraded here, a 7 movement unit, and you can see he does deal quite a bit of damage, 61 against his opponent, and he's definitely going to need a lot more if he actually wants to punch through the defenses that Nasus is putting out, especially since he is putting out on the battlefield a mix of melee units and anti-cav units, so he can deal with any problem it comes against him. Well, I guess we're going to need to see when field cannons are going to come out from Ethiopia, because with this science advantage, he's definitely on the way there. We got Pompey with 56 science and 78 culture. He also has a pen brush and voice golden age. Did put down 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cities. Actually puts shedded to the south, quite far away from his capital. I do see he's getting his setup going for the production capabilities, and I do see spies are getting out of cities. He's also getting spied upon, actually, in the city of Akhetaten. We do have Greece with a spy being settled over there, and a trader getting out of the city center. On the other side, the ChucK is going to have 52 science to benefit from, 169 culture and 146 production on 2, 4, 6, 8 cities. We do have ChucK also getting his diplomatic quarter in the city of Rhodes, and Corinth going to get that campus rolling.
Thou shall be knighted primer, Colorado.
Colorado, thank you so much for the prime, sir. Much appreciated. No room for good Oromo, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess I would assume he could hit with the Oromos over here in the southern empire of Gaul. I'm a bit surprised everything is being mashed over here, because I would definitely think, and I think actually Ethiopia is thinking the same. He's sending a scout, I would say, an archer that is giving him information as a scout, and we're going to need to see if he's going to follow up with some extra military that he could send towards Nasus. I'm very surprised everything is getting ready here, and I do have to mention, with the ability to get the battering ram to attack into the Ethiopian defenses, he is gonna smash through wall defenses quite quickly if those are getting put up. We do need to we also have Ethiopia with the ability to buy out units, and I'm pretty sure if push comes to shove, he's gonna invest quite a bit of faith into this. Switching to a pen brush and voice golden age, he has the ability to use that 111 faith a turn that he's rolling to get into those units. Looking at the Pericles, I do want to mention he's getting his campuses, and I did notice that there was quite a bit of a race for those merchants that are giving them bonuses towards trade routes. I do have Pericles picking up Marco Polo and Zankian. 2 of these merchants are going to give him 2 extra trade routes, and of course Ipfadlan has been picked up by Egypt, his next door neighbor. A bit unfortunate, but that's how it is. You can't really have them all. With the Knights getting out of his cities of Greece, we do need to see if he's actually going to want to go against Egypt and try to poke the enemy here, Pompilidae. While Pompilidae did put down an encampment, it's very slow at actually getting a general unless he goes for the project. So is Greece. Greece over here did not actually get a general yet, but he might actually want one. We're going to need to see if he's going to start making some projects from the capital city, where he from the second city actually, Sparta, where he did put down an encampment. What's going on here? What do you think, guys? Is Ethiopia gonna get attacked? I think Ethiopia is gonna get attacked. Like, there are so many units here from Nasus. I don't see him just wanting to defend, especially since he's starting to get catapults out of his cities. It feels like this is an offensive push. It's an offensive army from the goal. There are way too many units here to justify with like a defense. We do have Nasus with 819 military next to Yllark's 264. You can imagine this is quite a bit of a difference between their army size. I do also want to point out, taking a look at the tech side here, of course, Yllark is going to have the advantage with gunpowder being discovered in 5 turns. He's going to have the ability to upgrade these men-at-arms into musketmen, making them very, very strong units to fend off attacks with. The men-at-arms already have a problem pushing into the men-at-arms of Ethiopia. You can imagine with the musket upgrade, it's going to be close to impossible. Of course, it would have been great if Gol would have had a few more crossbows, but he does have 3 of them upgraded and the 4th one being built, so I would imagine he has a decent chance to dwindle the strength of the opposing units when he's getting close with those archers. Top bar is not ideal. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. Can you please show Ethiopia's vision about the south? Ethiopia's vision about the south here, where he's getting, well, first of all, he's getting this oracle in the city of Lalibela, and I do see him getting some more markets. And looking at the vision, oh, here, well, he did scout around, but he never actually moved like something like a horse. But anyway, I think he has bigger problems right now, especially since Nasus is showing up with the army right on his doorstep. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna try to fend off attackers here. I do want to point out the land, which is making such an important part of this fight. The fact that there are floodplains for any kind of attacker to push into Ethiopia is gonna make the attackers weaker. The fact that Ethiopia can stay on hills and not on floodplains will give a very big advantage to the Ethiopian men-at-arms. Or I should say any kind of defending unit here. Why do you say it's worse than not ideal? Like, there's only one bit of information that top bar is taking away from you, and that's the turn count. That's it. There's no other information. Are you more comfortable if I put it below? Is that better if I just put it below? I don't know if that's better. Let me see. Like, I won't be able to actually have the QR code, well, at the moment here. Let me see. What do you... No, not this. Let me see. There we go. Oh, T-Doors, thank you so much, by the way, for the $10. Much appreciated for the... how to say? For the donation. Thank you. Is it better? Kiko Beaver, it's only this form. I only have this one. I didn't see any other. Let me move this a little bit here. Is this better? I think it's better, right? And now you don't see the map. To be honest, I thought the map is a little bit more important than this. Anyway. Oh, the Beasley, much appreciated, sir. Okay, much appreciated, sir, for the tier 1 gift. Wax, hello there, sir. How are you doing? Thank you. We got 9 months for Wax over here. Woohoo! Yay! Yllark is gonna get his walls in Dawa, and I do see he's also gonna get the opportunity to have a few more chops. He's also pushing, well, I should say, showing Gol that he has some crossbows to defend himself with, and he should stay away. These Oromos are gonna be quite tough to handle, and yes, even if Nasus is gonna have his pikemen to attack into them, it's still gonna take quite a few of them to take down an Oromo. We do need to see if there's gonna be that second attack following here, but I don't don't see that second attack taking shape. I think the only way that he could get an army without being seen is probably from Addis Ababa and directly to the west side, because there is a spy here in Axum, and if he buys any kind of unit and sends us to the north, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some alarm bells heard in the lands of Gaul. We do have a consulate also getting out from the city of Ethiopia over here on the Adigrat, and taking a look at the other side, looks like Greece is getting a few hoplites, but not that big of a military. He's also getting the knights in the city of Argos, because okay, is he actually preparing to defend Kumasi, going against somebody? Because I do see these forces are getting in, a few more and more units are appearing in Mycenae's and Argos borders, and they might go on the offense here against Pompey. We do take a look at the yield stab, and it does seem like Yllark and Pompey did manage to stabilize their economy with more than 100 points being acquired per turn in their GPT. That's pretty good. We also have Pompey with the biggest production in the game, 236 points of production here on Cleopatra Ptolemaic, while Nasus on Gaul barely has 188, being matched by ChucK's 187, and definitely outmatched by Yllark's 172 plus the 128 faith a turn, and Pompey's 236 production. Woo, that's a lot of points, boys. We do have Jima getting his stables out, and yes, I do see that Oromo did not manage to take out the Gallic horse to the north. Now we do have to see how fast Yllark can upgrade these units, since he is there. Wait, what? Oh, he didn't upgrade the man-at-arm, not the musket. When is he getting muskets, and why is he not going muskets? Is he waiting for something? Because I do see Yllark is on printing in 3 turns. He definitely wants the extra diplomatic visibility to prevent a little bit easier from the Gallic attacks here. Okay, Yllark heavy chariot. Horse died north of Jima. I'm actually surprised he didn't want to promote it first, like move it somewhere else and promote it. But anyway, I don't think it mattered that much. We do have to see a lot more units showing up on this side of the river to the west of Dira Adawa. Not to mention getting archers in behind all of those to stop any attacker from pushing a little bit too close. Goal is getting to see casualties on the board here. We do have Ethiopia with enough ranger shots from these tiles to take out any unit entering the maze tile, and you've seen a Minotaur being swallowed over here under the pressure of those arrows. We do have another Minotaur coming up from the Redawa, and like I said, he is using his faith portent to actually ramp up the production to the north. You do see he also has a few more of these crossbows beginning out from Mekele, and another point of damage is being put against that maze tile there. Pretty good defense. These pikemen are very susceptible to attacks from the crossbows. They do take a lot of damage from them. Oh wait, hype train? Oh my god, you guys, man, unbelievable. Unbelievable, thank you. And Wax, much appreciated. It's paying forward the gift they got from the Beasley. Woohoo! Yay! PMV Padlock, welcome. Thank you so much, Wax, by the way. Thank you and welcome, sir. One good turn deserves another. Yes, indeed. We do have a few more units getting out of the cities of Ethiopia, trying to fend off his attacker. Now I do see Pompey is also getting his printing in 1 turn. Yllark is 2 turns away with the Reform Church also finishing up in 1. I don't think there is a religion on goal here. I guess you can see a few cities on Islam, but not his own religion. Cleopatra should have had his religion. Why did he not do it? Did he not recruit oh my god, he's now getting there. 2 turns in 2 turns. Oh, Dave, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Much appreciated. With much pleasure, Wax, by the way. Much pleasure. We do have campuses in Candy, and yes, I do see Pompey is gonna get a +5 campus to the northeast of that city center. That is amazing. We also see something. Wait, what happened? What did I see? Oh, you started the hype train. Choo choo. Let's go. So cool. We do have horses getting off from Sis, and I do see Pompilidae scatter around his units, using them to get as much vision as possible against his opponents. And we do have him, yeah, there we go, with all of the territory to the east side towards Greece being discovered over here by the units. Having eyes on those are helping him out so much. I'd also notice Greece is preparing an attack preparing to take down Kumasi. ChucK is actually giving up on using Amani at the moment, and he's probably going to switch all of his trade routes on internationals over here towards his ally, taking out and of course declaring war on the city of Kumasi. It's going to be a bit tough. We do have him putting that city center under siege, and you can see the city unfortunately does have fortifications, does have walls, which are going to take quite a bit of health out of these knights to take down. Now we do have another encampment coming up from Argos, and looking at ChucK, he is on 95 gold per turn with 82 science and 158 culture. He definitely is gonna have a much better time when it comes to the culture screen than we do have on Egypt or Yllark, but we're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to actually use that extra advantage to take down his opponents. He did also put Phokea to the north, in the northern side next to Yokol, and I do see he's getting a few new of these libraries, and of course at museum his territory to get more culture. And science at the same time. Look at the campuses getting out. Sparta did stand pop, and yes, he's getting campuses, not industrial zones. That is a bit of a differentiator here between him and, for example, Egypt, who did actually choose to go for the production, and it shows over here in the numbers. He has 258 production on Cleopatra. With all of these aqueducts being built, and of course the industrial zones, he is managing to get all of those points. Now we do have also to take a look at what is YouTube doing. YouTube, you have been quite silent today. How are you doing? How is everybody doing on YouTube? Is everything fine? Are you having a great day, or can we turn this into an awesome day? Or you know, just switch up the button, click the button. We do have many times on Jima, and yeah, he's gonna get to defend this attack from goal by the looks of it. I would imagine we wouldn't be that far away from seeing gunpowder being discovered 2 turns away, and yes, he just needs to keep these men-at-arms in focus. We do have also the pikemen starting to get into the lands and getting very close up and personal with the knights of Yllark. That is a bit problematic. We do have also Hannibal Barca giving an extra point of movement to these crossbows, and I do see that he actually moved out a crossbow from that side. Is he gonna chop this? Is he actually gonna buy this tile and chop it? Because yeah, I guess that could work. You do also notice he wants to finish the attack on something. If he does get the guaranteed kill on that unit with his archer, to not move his units out of position in front of harm's way. We do have quite a few shots being done, and he is melting the army of ChucK&Softstyle slowly but surely. It doesn't seem like ChucK&Softstyle can actually do enough damage to dwindle the defenses of Ethiopia. 0 losses over here on Ethiopia, while I'm pretty sure we've seen like 3 units being taken down without no counter attack here from the goal. We got libraries getting out. Lalibela is going to put a harbor in there. Harar is in the south, and they actually started trading with each other. And finally, we do have Kanura established in the city of Apu for that extra gold per turn. Yllark is going to start moving those trade routes, switching the trade routes. I do see Ethiopia starting to spread the religion of Islam in his ally territory, while he did go for Defender of the Faith. That's going to be an extra 3 added bonus of damage on him on defense. Now, feed the world for Egypt, by the way. He did finally get the Great Prophet with the city of Candy, and he's buying out quite a few missionaries so he can spread the religion into his city centers. We do need to see if that's going to be enough to stop. Oh, wait a second. They're on the same team. There's nobody on ChucK and Nasus, right? Getting a religion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think this is a big problem. This is exposing them to a very hard truth. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, did Kumasi just got pillaged and that's it? Did he piece it out? Okay. Interesting. Pompey got it. Interesting. I'm by Yokul. Good job by Iceland on the spelling. Yeah. Don't get me started on the pronunciation. Oh, I'm sorry, Colorado. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing it easy. I'm pretty sure it's totally different than I'm pronouncing it, you know. But it is what it is. I tried a few times to actually remember how this is pronounced. It's something like Jokul or something like Jokul. It's like, it's weird. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect on this. It's just hard to pronounce. Backdoor religious victory. I hope we're gonna see some cheese like that. If the encampment of the city is occupied, does the unit spawn in the city? Yes. There are, if it's occupied by an opponent unit, for example, it did take out the encampment, yes, it will spawn in the city center. If there are units in both the city center and the encampment, the unit will spawn in the encampment. Google native speakers pronounce, it would be much easier next. Yeah. Yeah, true. I don't know how to do it either. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Can they actually be occupied? I thought that they are insta pillaged. Yes, they are insta pillaged, basically. You take them down. But if you have, so for example, if you have a unit that spawned that is in the encampment and a unit that is in the city center, your units, of course, if you have to finish another unit, it will spawn in the encampment, then keep spawning in the encampment until the city center is being relieved, or I guess allowed to have more units. We do have Ethiopia here with muskets now upgraded, and the men at arms are not doing any more damage. 60 against the 77 on the defense of the musketmen. These also pikemen will have a very hard time dealing damage against the musketmen because the melee units do have an advantage against anti-cav of +10. It's very hard to push into something like this, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite easy for these musketmen to go on the counter offensive with the support help of the crossbows from behind. They do deal significant damage against the goal here. There's also a chance that Yllark will keep on simming and get all of the bonuses going, while I do see goal is stagnating. 67 and 97. I gotta say, guys, it's starting to be very scary here. ChucK is gonna need to roll this somehow into a victory, and you do see he's gonna try to get his courses to attack Egypt on the city of Ses. We do need to see if this is going to be successful. He's also trying to do some damage in Necken, and yes, we do have a few courses with knights getting in there. He doesn't have that many units though, and you look at that, immediately this started happening. Boom, volcano, Popocatépetl active, breathtaking, 4 tiles, continent, Unia. Well, action has started. Volcano has observed action near him, so it decided to spew a little lava to spice things up. There we go. Yeah, defensive belief for Menelik is a waste. Yes, big waste. I don't know why he actually chose to do it, but I guess it did help him out right here, right? It makes it much harder for Gold to push in to do the damage that he needs to be doing. Like, look how much these units are taking when they're attacking into the musketmen. Wait, did the musket reposition or die, or what happened here? Anyway, looking at the tech side, 3 turns for metal casting, and yes, we do have the alignment in 1. We're also starting to tick down the clock until the next era with 9 more turns remaining. We're going to need to see what kind of bonuses they're going to have in the next one. Yllark is also going to have the opportunity to discover field cannons much faster than the goal, and that is going to be a game changer over here. That is usually a technology that actually makes the difference in a defensive or offensive war. We do need to see if Ethiopia is going to have the funds to upgrade what he needs to be upgrading here, since he does have quite a few crossbows, which are also getting a lot of experience points at this moment in time. Successful. McQuinzel, good evening, sir. Yes. No religion, surely that's a mistake. Yes. Does anyone have a crusade? No. And I do believe it is indeed a mistake to not have a religion in which, well, in the game in which both of your opponents have a religion. Like, no, yeah, that's a problem. That is a big problem. What did feed the wall with? Okay, never mind. That's fine. Okay, we do have Greece getting in with the coursers, taking out probably a horse here. There are some Egyptian horses still trying to get the defense going. While I do see there aren't that many units following up from ChucK. There is a defensive line being built from Egypt on the east of Sis, and yeah, ChucK is trying to get in there. He's going to need to triple tap these horses if he wants to take them down, and he can do a few rounds of attacks over here against Egyptian units in the north also. We need to see how this is gonna get defended. Pompey does have an incredible amount of production, 278 production versus ChucK's 195. You can imagine he will try to flex that against his opponent. We do have him with 95 science, and he wasn't that far off ChucK science for the game. It's only the culture that makes such a big difference between the two empires, and I do have to say that ChucK over here is gonna need to take out a few units and use as much as possible his ability to move these units fast into the territory of Egypt, while we don't have Egypt with a defense. And that is also something that a lot of the players do prefer to do, get a lot of defensive pre-builds, so you have the opportunity to emergency upgrade. You have the units in the front line, you just have them there, they're sitting, you know, they're not doing much, taking away gold for you, but you gotta look at it as an investment towards the future of your settlement. You know, it might actually survive because you had a few pre-builds on a possible front line. I'm pretty sure you can judge from front lines quite easily, looking at the empire position on the map. Okay, so Musketman has been taken down. Another one is going to replace, take its place the next turn here. And yes, we do have less units on the goal. He didn't actually bring his catapults, and I'm pretty sure Nasus is waiting for the trebuchet upgrade. Military engineering is showing up next turn. Nationalism also in 3 turns for ChucK, much faster than his opponent, but not faster than Yllark. Actually, we got him on 5 turns away. And we do have universities also getting out of the series of Yllark, and yes, he is much higher in science. Then we do have Nasus getting to the double numbers. That's a problem. We do have also 2000 science acquired from the beginning of the game on Yllark, while Nasus did only get 1300 points. Hello there, sir. Hello there, Sandorius. Good evening. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got over here quite a bit of a fighting in the mud with gold trying to push as hard as possible. Ethiopia looks like Ethiopia is not only managing to defend this off, but also Sim in the meantime. That's going to be a significant advantage over goal. We don't have goal with universities yet in his territory, and this is a bit surprising. He's a bit worried about the performance of his units on the front line, and he's trying to train new ones. It's going to take time to get them on the front line, and of course replace the ones he lost, putting a few more encampments. I do see he's spending time to get a few builders to improve his territory, while he's kind of losing on the front line badly. Like this is I mean, this is an awesome defense put up by Yllark, and look at that. He just traded, Softstyle here just traded one of his Oromos for probably 2 units or 3 units. 2 units. Yeah, 2 units. That's gonna be taken down. That's gonna be taken down. Bam. That's dead. And this is gonna be shot with something. No? Oh my god, that actually survived. Well, I guess next turn he's gonna die. This one has a promotion. Yes, it does have a promotion, so he needs to be careful. Yeah, but that massive wave, the like 4 tiles of units wave, 4 lines of units, is not there anymore. We just don't have it anymore. Gaul lost like half of his military while he went against the Ethiopian units. And I can't really say Ethiopia lost that much. Like maybe like 3 units in total. Oh, let me get this up. There we go. Okay, universities in Sparta. We do have barracks in Argos. campus info care, more campuses in Gallic territory here, and he is getting a new line of units towards the front line, scrambling to get that going, while I do see Greece is starting to get stopped by Egyptian defenses, especially in the city of Ses. He's trying to get the second attack going in the north, and yes, Candy is going to get the walls up in 3 turns. These courses are a bit too far away. He's not getting in there to do the damage exactly when he needs to, and yes, Egypt might actually survive with the 2 courses in the north. I'd also notice in the south we do have Greece being stopped by Egyptian units, and yes, he's gonna try to get some pillages while he's there. We do have his the 2 Greek units actually on 2 mines. We're gonna see the first moves in the beginning of the next turn, and we're gonna need to see who's actually gonna get the points here. If it is gonna be Pompey keeping his mines, or is it gonna be Greece taking away his mines? Now, looking at this, we do have 8 more turns until the next World Congress, 7 turns until the next era. I don't think city-states, or I should say not city-states, cities have been settled. I think the empires just stay the same, right? In 9 cities on Yllark, 10 cities on Pompey. Okay, Pompey actually got another city somewhere. Cyrene, probably? That looks like a new city. He lost the encampment in Ses also. I do see Pompey with 10. Nasus is on 8 cities, while we do have ChucK on 11. I have to say I do like ChucK's science 121 and 200 culture. If he actually flexes a little bit late game and gets a lot of production going, he might actually overwhelm his opponents with a sheer amount of units and the fascism bonus before their opponents can react. But I do have a serious doubt about that, especially looking at Yllark's spawn and usage, how to say, sim, not to mention the significant possibility that the Gallic nation will fall to Ethiopia at some point. Like, it looks like not only he's losing his army, he doesn't have the ability to replace those units very quickly, and even if he does, he loses more than he actually replaces. When he is doing this, he's losing his amenities, and that's going to be a serious issue the longer the game goes on. You can see he's right now -3 in his capital with 0 in the other cities. Now we do have on the other side, for example, still content Addis Ababa -6. Ooh, this hurts. This hurts. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. What is this -6 in Ethiopia's territory? This is so bad. Like, Addis Ababa is right now 36 production. He could have been so much more. Whoa. Wait. How do I click on this again? This? Oh, look at the units, man. I can see the units in the forest. Oh, look at this. Look at this, man. We're playing another game now. No more icons. This is catch the units, guys. We're playing catch the units. Geo Civ right here. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's actually put them back. What does gold build in his cities? ChucK is the only one for a golden age. Let's actually take a look at the era score here. Looks like ChucK is 10 points out from a golden age, not even in a golden age at the moment. And gold building in his cities, he's getting a lot of units out, and this is by the looks of it gonna be a problem, because again he needs to keep on building these units to have an advantage, or at least keep away his opponent. Yllark is gonna get ballistics, while Nasus is barely getting education in 2. This is a massive difference between the 2 technological levels. I'm pretty sure Yllark is gonna use his field cannons to push through the Gallic defense, and even with the Burone strength that he's getting, of course these Manhatans are actually benefiting from an extra +6 from that Burone strength. It will probably not be enough to slow down the field cannon pushing into him. That's just too big of a technological difference. Now that Yllark did get to figure out that gold doesn't have that many units to defend with, he's gonna keep on pushing into his opponent, and as you've seen, has taken down another half of the Gallic army. Now we do have new units getting out from the Redawa. I do see he's also going to get Stonehenge in the city of Gondar, which will allow him to finish up his religion over here, getting the 4th belief selected, with new campuses getting into his cities and new universities. He's also going to get more science points, and I do see in the scientist screen, yes, we still have the previous congress activated, so no scientist points are being acquired. This is going to explode immediately after the next World Congress. We're going to see who's actually going to roll Newton here. In the general screen, we do have Ethiopia 3 points a turn. Greece is on 8 points a turn. Gaul is on 3. And I would imagine that Ethiopia does want to get the next tier general, not medieval Renaissance, Renaissance industrial. That's what he wants, Renaissance industrial. Are they all going dark? It might be, yes. Who made the Colosseum? Nobody. Why is it plus minus 6? All of the cities are content. It what was it? Minus 6. This one. This is the highest population city, and whenever you're gonna lose a unit or fight with the unit something, it goes into the highest population city or the cities you build the units from. I would imagine it's highest population right now by the looks of it. It's minus 6. Only this one got hit, unless he has so many more amenities that we don't see the minus happiness level in the other cities here. Yeah, which might happen actually. How many continents do they have? Let's see. 2 continents? No, they have 1 continent. Oh, that's actually a big bonus over here on Greece and Gaul. Greece and Gaul have actually 2 continents, while there's only 1 continent access for Egypt and Ethiopia. And probably another reason for why he actually got the Zen meditation. He also got the watts. There we go. He got the watts. He's gonna get those extra science points on his buildings. 143 science, 113 culture, pushing into his opponent with his full might and power. We're gonna need to see those field cannons, man. The field cannons, the game changers. Okay, that's another crossbow down, another unit down, an Oromo down, but another Menatan down. Ooh, that's actually quite a problem. Actually, yeah, and yeah. Where is your army? Where's your army? I would say. Where is your army? Yllark over here just making a mess of things. There are so many bodies over here to the west of side of Diredawa. Anyway. I do see also Pompey is on 300 production. He did manage to fend off his attacker in the city of Ses and in the city of Necken. He got pillaged though. It does look like he lost 2 mines and one of these pastures. While in the city of Ses he did lose his encampment. In the north looks like ChucK did manage to sneak in a courser. Maybe he's gonna have the ability to pillage some more tiles and try to get out of the range of these coursers. I doubt it though. I'm pretty sure they're gonna run him down. We do have new universities getting out of the cities of Greece, trying to roll in some more points of science. Looks like he's keeping up quite nicely with Menelik II. Not really in the production capabilities. It's still Menelik II that's having the bonus points there. Probably like 25% more production than ChucK. By buildings, you mean one holy site in Candy? Buildings? Holy site? Candy? How much faith per turn is Ethiopia pulling in? Around 100 and something, 135 right now. Seeing Pericles has me wondering if anyone tried the Age of Abundance challenge. Now, how about you? I just did it. Oh, good one. I only had like a few hours, not even a few hours. I only tried it like once a week ago, mostly because I need to turn off everything and then turn everything back on, like unsubscribe from the mods and then turn it back on. It's like messing with my mind there, and I didn't have the patience to go for it. I'm also trying to do some form of gathering information for the mini games for my team members, for Copperbot and the Foibles, and try to see how can I help them get a better strategy going for the mini games. That actually comes to mind. I need to talk to them. I totally got distracted by the birthday party yesterday. I'm gonna need to talk to them. Anyway, it is what it is. I believe for plus science, yes. Also Thandorio seeing Pericles. Okay, I did see that. And building. Oh, for the what? Yes, by buildings. Yes, for the what's. Wait, no, that's not Cleopatra. That's Ethiopia. You could make a YouTube video view. I would pay to watch. Okay. Oh, of the challenge, you mean? Okay. Man, oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. I do have to. I would say apologize. I'm still editing the video of City Skylines, and it takes me way too long to do it. I'm sorry. It's like it seems like I'm gonna need to I'm gonna maybe if this, like, if I want to keep on doing some long form videos over there for YouTube of different games, I'm gonna need to probably set like one a month or something, or maybe like two a month, or maybe wait until I reach the point in which I can hire an editor, because it's like so many little details that need to be covered there on the editing. And we do have packages from Dirawawa. I do see armories are also coming out from Ethiopian cities. He's buying out knights to supplement his army, and he's getting pushed back by the goal with another wave of units. His crossbows are going to need to be upgraded next turn into field cannons, and these are probably going to push out, or at least scare away the Gallic units from attacking into him. Yes, and you could do some good strat talk like your early videos. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I need, yeah. I mean, I have a lot of ideas, but I need to figure out what I like to do versus what I can do versus what kind of results what I do have. I guess I'm approaching it a little bit too, how to say, systematic, instead of approaching it a little bit more randomly, more natural, more organic. But that's just how I am. I'm sorry. I mean, I like to look at statistics. I like to make decisions, informed decisions if I make decisions. And yes, I do understand there is some risk involved into making randomized decisions from without that much information on them. Time to spread my wings. Yeah. Oh my god, it will be like when I gotta admit, when I'm gonna have enough funds to actually do something with an editor. Oh my god, man, I can't wait. I can't say enough, but it is what it is. First, I guess I need to feed myself, you know. Anyway, we do have Jima with Armory in 5 turns. I do see we do have more campuses in Mekele for the extra science. In Ethiopia still doesn't have that many units. He did manage to get the field cannon technology, ballistics, and yes, he is gonna have also the core ability, or I should say the ability to form cores, while Nasus did not get that much more science. Looking at the tech side, he's barely discovering gunpowder in 1. He's going to need metal casting and his own ballistics to actually get this. Also, can you recommend some recent YouTube guides for BBG and multiplayer? Not really, actually, not really. I know there are like Herson, for example, is doing some guides. I know Under Civ did some guides, Trinda did some guides, I did some guides with like tips and tricks videos, but like, except the ones that Potato did, I believe. I'm not sure if there are that many good ones. Like, as much as I want to try to follow the content all around Civilization 6, it's a lot of content, and I have limited time to actually find them out. Anyway, we do have encampment in my city. I do see LC has been recruited as a general, and that will give ChucK an advantage here when he's gonna flex his army against Egypt. I still believe Ethiopia needs to get a general. I do see Hannibal Barca, but I don't see a general that would give bonuses towards industrial units. Crossbowman cores are getting built here, and that might be a reason why the Great General did not get, or I should say, he did not upgrade his units. Another one of the reasons might be the gold, but I seriously doubt that he might actually wait to switch the card in. Yeah, he needs to switch the card in for the half cost policy, because otherwise this is going to cost him quite a bit, an arm and a leg over here to actually upgrade his units. Unfortunately, he did lose most of his units that he was using to attack with, especially the musketmen, and he's going to need to replace them quite quickly. There are trebuchets that are attacking his encampment, and to be honest, I gotta say, this is looking a bit weird. We just saw how Ethiopia was pushing it to goal. Now goal actually managed to take out those Ethiopian units, and Ethiopia retreated back, and he doesn't have units. You're doing great, observing as much as you can. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyway, there we go. Philly Cannon Core has been upgraded here, and yes, we do have an 83 unit doing so much damage against any kind of unit coming against it, against that city's defense. And we do have the spy also getting out from Gondar, while I do notice the spy of Ethiopia is in the city of Aduatuca. He's probably going to want to put one in Greece also. We do have Greece with the ability to get some giant causeway bonuses, and I gotta say this giant causeway could actually work on the other side as well. But unfortunately, there are some units here that are stopping this from happening. Pompey has eyes on the embarkment tile from the giant causeway that can go towards Rakedet. Now we do have a few more encampments scanning out of the cities of Greece, and yes, he's spanning his science numbers, so did actually manage to get a few more science numbers than Yllark, but the difference between them still stayed the same, say 700-ish points. In the Great People screen, we do have over here Great Scientist points still not acquiring. Ethiopia is still on 3 Great General points, didn't make any more projects. He's 52 out of 155, and I do see in the engineer screen goal is going to have the ability to recruit Leonardo da Vinci for an extra 3 culture points on his workshops. That's going to be quite big over there for Nasus. We do need to see if Gol can get out of his predicament, especially with the lack of science. He's only on 104 science, barely got over the mark here. In the era score screen, looks like Yllark did manage to secure his next golden age with a possible monumentality or trying to go for a reform the coinage. We're going to need to see what is he going to choose. Pompey going dark age, we got Nasus going dark age. ChucK is 4 points out from getting a golden, and looking at this is the last turn. He can actually affect the era score in some way, form or another. We do have him with the new spines getting out of his cities, a few new crossbows. He got a musician, there we go, that's an extra point, an extra 2 points he got actually, 89 out of 91, and boom, he bought a galley in the city of Pharsalos, and he did manage to secure his next golden age. Just keep watching multiplayer cast. It's the best teacher. That is also true. Thank you. I think it's time for a goal to back off and just not die. Yes. So one of the things that I did encounter as problems during like coaching, like a lot of coaching sessions and so on, it's one thing to give the knowledge, as in, okay, I can give you general trends of what you should do and how you should approach seeming with England, the seeming with Dido, seeming with Russia, seeming with Canada, seeming with Rome, and so on and so forth. The problem is you do have for each civilization different scenarios that you're going to need to go through. Like what is going to happen with Rome when he's in next door to somebody, and or England when he's next door to somebody. How do you approach that? How do you judge when that somebody is close to him, and so on and so forth? A lot of those details are actually coming from your experience, and it's very hard to be coached into. That's the problem. Like even if I say like, oh, if he's 7 tiles out, if it's like 12 tiles out from your capital, boom, that's like way too close. You need to get an encampment, you need to get a general, you need to fix that, you know, like stomp your opponent. But that might be separated by a 1 tile choke, so you don't need to do all of that. You just need to put a plug the unit, you know, plug the choke with something, and that's it. So there are a lot of little details that you do get by observing, by you know, playing yourself, by experiencing how the game feels when you do one choice or another. At the same time, that also creates a problem when you're trying to make guides. Yeah, too many variables. Exactly. It's extremely situational, and that's one of the things that I do love about the game. I do love to stream the game. I do like to cast this game and so on. Every game is different. It's very rare that you're going to see exactly the same kind of action happening because of how random the land is, how random these choices of the players are, and so on. Like you barely see the same civilizations carrying over game after game after game after game. We had lucky, for example, that Ptolemy got in, right? But then boom, how long have we not seen Ethiopia from? It's been like a few games, definitely, you know. Like, yeah, Pericles, again, you barely see this in the normal games. You go for the culture victory scenes and so on and so forth. Anyway, we're going into the next World Congress. We're going to have 2 minutes as a pause, and we're going to need to see how the players are going to vote, and we're going to come back after these 2 minutes to see how the wars are going. Be right back. Okay, so now they have a stab at Newton. Now they might actually have a +5 on some units. Let's actually see what they voted in. We do have anti-cavs losing 5 combat strength. Okay, that's bad. Ban the production of buildings of coal power plants. Okay, that's actually slowing down, who was it, Cleopatra? We do have, and the goal, of course. We do have Pericles here getting his 2 Diplo points. That's another role of the Diplo point victory screen. Let's actually see what's going on here. We do have him on 8 out of 20 Diplo points, and yes, we do have Nasus also with 5 out of 20. And what is this? Come on, wire. There we go. No, when a cat jumps up is better. Yes, when I play now, I play a random leader. Oh, there we go. Chair stream is the best one. Bună seara, Spank, și bine ai venit. Okay, let's see. Yllark did go for a reform the coinage for the extra gold he's getting in. 83 gold a turn with 98 on Pompey. I do notice that ChucK is managing to make more than both of them. He's on 222. Even if Nasus is losing 10 gold a turn, it's fine. We do have Pompey in a Dark Age. It looks like Nasus did go for a Dark Age of his own, while he's going to get to defend against Melody II here with an extra +5 points. He's probably going to be happy for a while. This field cannon course, while they're going to need to wait for a general, I'm pretty sure they're going to get some points to destroy these Gallic units. Pompey with 197 science and 90 culture. We do have him right now also with 318 production. Pretty big actually for Cleopatra here, Ptolemy, that didn't receive that much floodplain to work with. We did have him going for his research projects here, and I do see Emily du Châtelet is the next scientist, while Ethiopia is getting in the points. So is Egypt trying to be as competitive as possible. Ooh, we got a scout getting in rocket death over here. He gonna feast on some Egyptian traders. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. We got the Corsair getting in. ChucK is gonna get the ability at least to pillage some tiles here. He does have a trader to the south, and I would imagine actually Pompey does need to send a unit to deal with this menace. Anyway, Emily du Châtelet recruited. We do have Galileo Galilei, the next one, for the extra science that you get from adjacent mountain tiles. Of course, best used in +5 spaces. Some more of these. Let's see. Military engineers in the lands of ChucK. He did choose to go for his own, reform the coinage, and as you've seen, it does matter quite a bit. I do have to point out he's also getting a massive army of spies out, which does help him quite a bit, actually do damage to his opponent. He chose to go for the intelligence agency in his Gavron Plaza second tier building, and the intelligence agency does give you something very, very important. +2 spy capacity, a free spy, and boom, 50% production towards spies. All spy operations have a higher chance of success. Very big bonuses here. We're gonna need to see how he's gonna try to dwindle the economy of his opponents and even do some mischief. We already have Swenet getting some sources, and it looks like, of course, he can try to steal the gold from his opponent's territory. The fact that his opponents did go for a massive commercials here does give him so many points of attack. Galileo Galilei got, wait. Oh, there we go. Isaac Newton is the next one. So we do have Ibn Khaldun being picked up by Melody II by Yllark, and now Galileo Galilei is going to be also activated pretty soon. Now, he did use most of his great scientist points for that, and of course we will need to see if he's going to get new projects in. He still has quite a few cities that could switch production, while in the north he keeps fighting his opponent with cuirassiers and his musketmen. He does put the packet shots on the front line and pushes out with his field cannons. It's very, very hard to actually deal the damage against his field cannons. But anyway, now we do need to see if there's gonna be a race here, but I think it will be a race. Okay, Pericles is not reacting to Newton. I don't think he saw it. I don't think he saw it. We do have a reaction for Newton here. Pompey is trying to get his campus research projects, 2 of them already put into the build queues, while I do see he's gonna have the opportunity to put one from the city of CES. What do we have on goal? Goal? Not doing projects. Not doing projects. He's just getting as many knights out as possible and still is trying to get to his own ballistics. He's getting it in one turn, and I gotta say he doesn't really have a lot of crossbows to upgrade into field cannons. He's gonna need to hard produce them, and I do see his units are taking massive amounts of damage. These field cannon cores are two-shotting the units of gold, and yes, I do see some organic bombard cores showing up here, not even scratching these field cannons properly. Wait, what are you guys talking about here? Give me a second to catch up with chat. You are right. Same. Watching this completely changed my approach to the game. Massively increased skill level and enjoyment. Oh, thank you. That is a big one. Jack was another great person to learn, but he stopped playing. That is true. Guys, sorry for the off top. Battlecruiser is saying Babylon district's bonus works for unique districts or first district. Babylon district bonus? Which Babylon district bonus? What? Where am I? Whoa. Are you talking about what? Are you talking about Hammurabi? Yeah. He's fabulous. Oh, you can watch his. Oh my god, I think my camera is off. Give me a second. I just noticed it was a little bit to the right. Oh. I'm so sorry, guys. I was a little bit off the camera for this game. I'm so sorry. You should have told me that my camera cuts half of my face or something. It is what it is. No, anyway, we do have missionaries getting out. I would imagine Ethiopia over here is going to want to do something with them if he's putting them on the front line. We do not have him with, how to say, that many cities of gold converted. Not, of course, Pericles did get attacked by any kind of religious pressure. It will probably have some citizens converting to Catholicism, but way too little to actually make any kind of sense here to put a defense on. We do have the Corsair of Egypt also managing to take down that scout of his opponent, while I do see Greece is still trying to get the spies with the gaming sources. He did already start siphoning funds in the city of Necken with a level 1 spy. That's Alcibiades here in the west of Necken. This is probably where the action is, right? We do have Ethiopia needing to defend against another wave of Gallic units, while his field cannon cores are getting bombed over here. Unfortunately, Ethiopia doesn't have the ability to move and shoot with them. He's gonna need to get. Oh, he lost one and he might lose another. We do need to see how fast he can actually rebuild them. He went a little bit too crazy, stepped into that floodplain, got into the lower territory, and unfortunately that actually allowed Gaul to counterattack properly. We do have another field cannon core to the north of Dire Dawa, and yes, I do see he has a bombard here in the southwest, getting some promotion points. He still doesn't have the units to push into his opponent properly. Getting counter push here by Nasus in the middle of his land. We do have Cavs getting out of the cities of Addis Ababa and taking down his opponent before he's trying to pillage. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he was fast enough. The mine was pillaged. Addis Ababa is gonna need to get more units if he wants to defend this. More trade routes here, no pillages. More trade routes, no pillages. Nothing, no spy yet in the lands of Ethiopia. And looking at the scientist screen, we did have Newton being picked up, and it was no, it was Cleopatra. So they did manage to actually get both of the good ones on their team, on Pompilidae and Yllark's team. Looks like another one of these writers did also get picked up by Greece. Ethiopia is on 6 trade writer points at 10. We got Egypt on 3, while Greece is on 18. He's also gonna have the ability to get another one of these great artists pretty soon, while Gaul is going to get Leonardo da Vinci. Those extra culture points are going to help him out quite a bit. I'm actually quite curious if he did build workshops. This has a workshop. This has a, yeah, he did. Okay, this doesn't have a workshop. So I see 2 workshops. That's +6, +9. Okay, +9. That's it. +9. I mean, that's +9 culture is +9 culture, right? It's not minus. You know, gives you a bonus. with the discovery of ballistics on the lands of Gaul, I do see him figuring out that he needs to build some field cannons. And yes, we do have quite a few cuirassiers also upgraded and promoted on the front line. We do have Yllark going for his refining, and I gotta say he still has a hell of a problem with Gaul actually not wanting that much to sim, but more wanting to push into his opponent. He never gave up on his on the pressure on Ethiopia. Unfortunately, Yllark never actually having higher strength units in front of these field cannons is getting attacked by multiple units, and these field cannons are starting to die. We only have one field cannon corps with a level 1 promotion next to Mekele, and that's about it. This is very problematic for Yllark, and I gotta say, if this last field cannon dies, this is gonna open up all of these mines next to the city of Jima for the units of Nasus to just feast themselves. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that unit died at least. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a definite problem here. What's his faith right now? 419 faith. Okay, so he can definitely buy stuff with faith. I'm a bit concerned about his lack of production, though. I mean, I would have imagined he would actually build these cuirassiers a lot faster, but it looks like he's not. Is this because of the amenity loss? No, he's still content in the majority of his other cities. He has 33. Oh, 33. Oh. Wait, is he hard building without actually using the card? Whoa. Hello, Shivardi. Hello. Anyway, it is what it is. That's why the production wasn't where I thought it was. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be bothered if he's not working that -1 card, to be honest. Like, he has 97 gold a turn at the moment, and he has like barely 10 units in his empire. So that would be like 87 gold per turn. It doesn't seem to make that much of a difference, especially for the quality of life that you get of building double the amount of units that you would be building in the same amount of time. You know, we do have cuirassiers getting out of the cities of ChucK, and yes, I do see some pre-built crossbows are also getting to the west side. I do notice Pompey did move up a little bit his courses to block these tiles, while he did get Kumasi in his favor. It looks like Pericles just got it back. We do have new campuses getting out from Mycenae, and we do need to see who's actually going to get those generals, because it looks like still Amina is the first general here. 93 out of 155 points for Egypt. Ethiopia does have 76.1. Greece is on 11 points and has 73 per in the bag right now, while Gaul is very far behind. Ethiopia is probably going to be extremely interested in getting a general for his upcoming units, and of course still giving him points for these field cannons. Well, I do see he bought one of these cuirassiers in the north. Does look like Nasus went a little bit defensive here. He went back. Is he trying to... No, there we go. No, never mind. He actually put those... on the holder. Hey, bienvenue à tout le monde. Merci beaucoup, mal pour le raid, and welcome to the game of the 2 versus 2s. We're in the lower bracket finals, and we are seeing a game between ChucK&Softstyle going against Yllark and Pompilidae. As you can see, we do have Gaul fighting Ethiopia, and it looks like he's kind of winning this. Is even in the case that Yllark has a lot more science and culture and has had this for quite some time over here. You do see a 1500 point difference in the science screen. Nasus is pushing in with all of his might and power, and does quite a few sacrifices so he gets these units on the front line. We do have on the other side also Cleopatra got pushed by ChucK, while ChucK is preparing probably the next part of his attack. He's on 224 science and 264 culture. There's a very good chance that we will see some tank armies with fascism on the units of ChucK. The only problem is his economy. He's right now in a reform the coinage economy, and what is he doing to actually help his team out get some more gold? He's getting some spies and putting them in the cities of his opponent over here in Yllark cities and Pompey cities, where of course you do see Pompey is trying to get his own economy going on 100 gold. Well, level 2 spy from ChucK. Ding, 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 ding. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of damage here. Listening post activated. We do have the extra damage here, the extra +6 intel on opponent's movements. On Egypt, this is gonna be very problematic. We do have ChucK also with 274 production. It's definitely up there with everybody else, while Poppy is leading the way on 339. We do have Nasus on 250 actually, with goal less than his neighbors. Yllark is 251 plus the points he has from the faith. You gotta take that into account when you're doing this math. Looks like Ethiopia was about to lose his other field cannon here. His last remaining field cannon core is being pushed to the sides of Mekele here. We do have the calves also getting up there, and I do notice goal is gonna reposition his horses into his territory. I would imagine he's gonna want to get a wave of calves against his opponent quite quickly. His own battles one turn, and looks like he's gonna try to go for industrialization here. You see, I mean, that's very scary, by the way, because by the time he actually gets industrialization, his opponent might just get to tanks Yllark, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some tanks being bought here with faith and sent to his opponent's lands. Okay. Oh, Nasus didn't actually get to take out the builder before he got taken back by Ethiopia. Very nice moves here from Yllark. We do have also the goal managing to acquire some culture, while ChucK is on 4 out of 63 domestics. We do have ChucK on 100 tourism a turn. It's not much. It's not much. Definitely not much. It's not like his opponents are making that much culture per turn, but yeah, it's still not much tourism. Okay, calf core here, one-shotting the units of Egypt, especially with that +6. Looks like we're getting to that point in which ChucK is getting a significant boost in his damage. Like these coursers don't even stand a chance against the cuirassiers. Egypt isn't stupid. They know what is coming, so they better prepare. Yeah, they would better prepare. Now, how they prepare, we'll see. We do have about 1,000 gold, 1,100 gold over here on Yllark and Pompey, and I would be quite curious what is he gonna want to upgrade these with. I would imagine tanks. He's gonna keep them for tanks, especially since now he's starting to hard produce some more cuirassiers. Oh, he finally put a card in. Finally, he got it. He put that chivalry card in. He got craftsman also for the double industrial zone adjacency bonus, and of course he's trying to get a few more amenities from his cities. Nah, they did have that problem with amenities, right? Still -6, -3 in Lalibela. He's starting to buckle a little bit in his empire happiness. Well, I guess there is a price to pay for so much warring and also losing quite a few units. Have you noticed how clean Yllark did his defense, and at some point he just tried to chaotically move against his opponent and take down as many units as possible? Well, whenever he started being chaotic, that's when he started losing units. If he kept on being systematic, I think he would have had a much better time against his opponent goal here. Like moving his units, for example, line by line, like one tile by one tile, and trying to help them out, keeping them with as much support bonus next to each other as possible, getting the generals for them, and also fixing the resupply line, as in getting more units to resupply the front line. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Said no one ever. Yeah, the lack of faith, man. Well, I guess that's what Ethiopia is saying right now to ChucK, right? I find your lack of faith disturbing. Yeah, man. Yeah. We got these cuirassiers that are also managing to defend against the Gallic pressure. He lost his encampment, but I don't think that's much of a problem. There's a level 2 field cannon defending Mekele, which I'm pretty sure is going to be way too tough for any kind of unit to handle that goal can output. Now, we do need to see how fast actually ChucK can get an army, since he is managing to put the pressure on his opponent with this calf core. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to try to get another wave of attack towards the city of Ces, where right now he's trying to get his production capabilities is up with multiple encampments finished in multiple cities. We do have in almost all of his city actually an encampment. He's also gonna get these with military academies, allowing him to acquire more oil per turn and at the same time get more production and having the ability to get cores up or armies out. I'm pretty sure this is going to be very, very important. He's also acquiring more of these artists and writers and musicians, which is going to give him the opportunity to acquire more tourism per turn. Filippo Brunelleschi is going to be the next engineer, and yes, Egypt will have first dibs on this. Even though Gold does have 11 great engineer points, it looks like Egypt is going to get this in 3 turns here if he's not going to buy it next turn. We do have still Amina as the next great general, while Egypt is on 129 points. Greece is 16 points at 10 with 116 in the bank in 3 turns. He is definitely going to passively get one of those generals. I do see, of course, with the amount of military academies and armories and the amount of encampments he's doing, he's not going to have a problem recruiting one modern general also. This is going to be a hard question actually, if he's going to want to deny this, as in pass this or pick this, because he has so many points, man. So many points, so many points. Oh, if you guys don't know about the Civ Give, by the way, it's a charitable event being organized by the Civ Show in collaboration with 2K and Fireaxis. This would be like the 4th edition, if I'm not mistaken, and the charity chosen is the Gamers Outreach. They do have some amazing consoles, go-karts, I'm pretty sure they're called, that they are sending to the kids in hospitals to put a smile on their faces. If you do want to take a part of the charity event, you can join us on the 15th, 16th, on the 17th of December. When we will have a lot of streams going on for Civilization 6 content. We're also going to have a lot of fun games and streamers going around. Oh, I do have to make a quick point over there. Oh man, click that exclamation mark CivGive 2023 and let's go. I do want to also switch my screen so I can see stuff a little bit better over here. I don't know for what reason, but I turned off the chat windows. There we go. I must have clicked something in between what happened earlier. Now I do see military academies, so industrial zones finally getting out from Greece. He didn't build an industrial zone from his capital. That's gonna eat at his production capabilities quite a bit. He's on 46 if we compare them to Cleopatra's Rocket Dead, for example, which is already on 58. Yeah, a bit of a problem, right? 13 Pop City versus a 14 Pop City here. Now we also need to take a look at Menelik. What was he? 339. He also, oh, he did build an industrial zone. It's actually a 14 for that city center. It's a problem with amenities here. While on Greece, I don't think we have that problem. This was actually quite a big differentiator at the beginning of the game that I don't think we actually caught. We caught it kind of in the middle of the game. ChucK and Nasus will have the ability to benefit from 2 continents. You can see he's on the white continent and he's also on the purple continent. While on the other side we do have one big continent for both Egypt and Ethiopia. There are 2 cities over here that are allowing Pompey to benefit from some extra amenities from the second continent, but there aren't enough to give to his ally as well. And I don't think he actually improved any. We do have like Citrus Tile, which is 3 tiles out. He never improved it. Citrus Tile 4 tiles out, never improved it. And this Silk Tile is actually on the white continent. So yeah, no resources gained from actually settling on another continent. We do have more art museums getting in, and of course he's making space for his great artists. I do see Statue of Liberty is also an option for ChucK to build. He didn't get one of those industrialists, like one of these military, one of these engineers. I don't think he even has points for them. Egypt might actually get it. Now we do need to see if Egypt is gonna manage. No, he doesn't have a harbor, so he's not gonna get that to build or deny. He does have a harbor in Iunu, but you cannot place it there, so it's not really gonna work. Looks like we do have Yllark's new army getting out of his cities with multiple cuirassiers showing up in the northwestern city. It does seem like he had just enough military to stop any kind of Gallic pressure on the cities of Diredawa and Mekele. Now we do need to see how fast he can actually get to steel, how fast he can actually get to combustion, so he can turn these cuirassiers into tanks and smash through his opponent's defenses. I'm pretty sure the tank's timing over here is gonna be a bit too much than Goal can handle. And these are gonna be tank cores also. Anyway, on Pericles' side, we do have him getting his... Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing. He's gonna get all of his units with Giant Causeway bonuses. So +3 combat strength from Giant Causeway, then he's gonna get the +6 from Intel on opponent's movements, and he's gonna have an extra +5 from Fascism over his opponent. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. I think that's a bit too much that then Pompey can handle. What do you think? We got Pompey here with 363 production. He does have 221 science, but yeah, he's not making not even close to what ChucK is making on 256 and 255. I gotta say, this is one of the most balanced approaches of how to do simming on Pericles that I have ever seen. Usually with Pericles, you do see like a very high number of culture, like 600 culture at this point in the game, with barely 100 science. ChucK did manage to balance these properly. He's getting so much of an advantage from this. Now, when fascism? That's a very good question. Is mass media in one? Jack, speed of fear moment. Yeah, kick W, man. When is it? Whoa. This. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. So his band media, he does need, he probably got mobilization, but we do need to check next turn. And of course we do have ideology and then fascism. He's, look at that, in a screen away, a few civics away from actually discovering that, with 253 culture a turn. We do have Yllark also coring up his cuirassiers, and yes, he's making them into tougher units. Another wave of Cavs are also getting out of his cities, while I do have to say that they won't have that many funds to upgrade everything they can here. And I do see them keeping as much gold per turn as they can every turn, so they can actually manage to upgrade these tanks properly. Probably will need some artilleries with this military, even though I do have to say these are probably, yeah, he is not gonna, I don't think Goal is gonna get to steel walls. He's rifling in one turn, he might actually get to steel walls. Did he manage to get his industrialization? No. Yes, no, he didn't. No, these are 231 mines. I got bamboozled by the extra point on the iron from his God of Craftsman. Yeah, these are normal mines, 141s. It's fine. He doesn't have this. Okay. Goal is already minus 20 GPT. Yeah, that's another problem. I mean, you know, I guess they did think about it, and that's why ChucK did go commercial, so he can balance out the lack of gold they had on the team in total. And it does seem like it worked out beautifully. Like ChucK has 251 gold. He just needs to help out SoftStyle as much as he can. But so SoftStyle does need to stay alive as much as he can to give ChucK time. Ethiopia is going to push in, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be at the tank timing. We do need to see if ChucK is going to manage to nail it a little bit faster. With stealing 2, it does seem like he's not faster than Yllark on that technology. Ideology also coming up in 3 turns for ChucK, and yes, that does mean he actually has mobilization. We do have him plugging in Magnus in Argos. Didn't he have it here? I'm pretty sure he actually got it here earlier. Anyway, he probably put it back or something, or maybe there was a spy mission that got it out of there. With Statue of Liberty finishing up in 19 turns, that does seem like it's a bit too much time, but I guess we're going to need to see if ChucK is going to manage to keep his advantage in the next World Congress for the Diplo points. He does have 8 out of 20 right now. I'm pretty sure he could actually try to get Mahabali Temple in one of his cities, which wasn't built, and he might actually get also Potala Palace. That's going to be 5-6 points in total. That's a lot of points. Can he get Noble also? 7 points? Maybe. What is it? 3 from the Statue of Liberty, 1 from Potala, that's 4, and another 2 from Mahabori, 6 points, and of course Noble with 7. If he does manage to roll these points in the next World Congress, well, ChucK is gonna be well on his way towards getting his Diplo victory. Oh, Potala Palace getting built here, Akhetatana. I'm pretty sure Filippo Brunelleschi is gonna try helping that faster. Oxford University is also getting built in Racketed for the extra science points, and Pompey does have the problem with the culture though. He never did manage to get over 100 culture. We do have him also needing some spies into his opponent's territory, especially if he does manage to get the level 2s going. Oh, he has a level 3. Never mind, he has a level 3. It's fine. He's equaling these bonuses out. That level 3 was probably doing a mission while ChucK did receive the bonus. Of course, fascism is still going to be a +5 on him, and the Spear of Fear, another +3. It's going to be big. He going to be big. Okay, tanks in 2, tanks in 3, tanks in 1, tanks in 1 from Yllark. 2 jungle chops for the Statue of Least. Yeah, but they're jungle chops. They're 30. I don't know. And he didn't put Magnus in. I guess he doesn't really. I don't think he focuses this victory condition. It's more of a focus of a domination than anything else. By the looks of it, first of all, his production capabilities here, how he is set up his infrastructure with all of the encampments. You really don't need to build these many encampments if you don't want to go for a domination victory. So I think that's what he's preparing his whole empire for, getting to hard build as many units as he can and keep on sending them after the fascism government against his opponents. And of course, first target is Cleopatra, Pompey. We got 8 more turns until the next World Congress? No, 9 more turns until the next World Congress. 8 turns until the next era. We're gonna need to see if they do manage to keep their golden ages or go into a heroic. It does seem like Pompey is quite close to getting a heroic, 105 points out of 113, while Nasus and ChucK are going dark, and Yllark is also going dark. Any important thing happening here? No. Gold getting some siphon funds. They're getting those points of gold, and yeah, it is. Oh, this is massive. This is massive. We do have units getting out from Axum. We do have a cav getting out from Addis Ababa, a new cuirassier from Gondar, and of course, a mobilization coming up next, and it's going to allow Yllark over here to get those tanks to flex against Nasus. He does see at 1 cav, and actually, no, he sees. He has eyes over a lot of things over here. Multiple cavs are being shown. The field cannon core over here is going to get attacked. It does need to be triple slammed, and I'm pretty sure the field cannon core can do his own damage on the counter. Cav cores also do more damage against these units of gold, but he doesn't have enough of them, and it is going to be a challenge to actually stop his opponent from pillaging too much in his territory. GG. Well, I don't know about GG. I actually think gold is not going to do much other than just get gold. Like, he's going to get gold. There we go. He just got 200 gold. But I don't think he's going to do much. I'm pretty sure cities are not going to be touched here, and I'm pretty sure he's probably going to lose the majority of his military. While Yllark is still going to get to upgrade his tank corps in the north and go and take out the Gallic defense. Remember, this is a counterattack, right? He is putting a lot of units into this, sacrificing them to attack and do damage to Ethiopia. While he didn't reinforce his defense in Durecortorum, Ethiopia will have quite an easy time to break through this, especially when he hits tank, horse, tank, and artilleries. No, the other way, GG. Oh, yeah. It kind of looks like GG on the other way. Now, I gotta say, if ChucK and Nasus do manage, and ChucK&Softstyle do manage to win, we do know our finalists, boys. These are our finalists, right? Because this is the second game they would have won. ChucK and Nasus, man. ChucK and ChucK&Softstyle. Woohoo! And who's waiting? Wait, is it Mikado? Mikado, you're waiting, right? On the finals? On the upper finals? Ah, Mikado. Okay. Okay, Cuirassier's army is coming out from Corinth, and I do see Rhodes getting another one, but it's just a normal one. I do see him spending 8 turns to get that one from Corinth. 17 turns also for the Statue of Liberty. He's also putting down an entertainment complex from Ephesus to try to get a few more amenities going. We do need to see in what kind of era he's going to be in the next one, because that's going to matter quite a bit going against Egypt to war. Of course, 2 arms would be the best one, the best choice that he could have. We do have military engineers getting the railroads between Swenet and Ethiopia, trying to get the gold rolling in. 167 gold per turn for Pompey. Yllark is on 52. He is still going to have quite a few problems with the Gallic calves pushing into his territory and doing the pillages. That's going to allow Chuck quite a bit of gold here. I gotta say, this is anyone's game right now. Let's see how things are going to progress in the next part of the game, especially with Yllark and ChucK both getting to combustion. We do have more pillages being done in the lands of Yllark. They're getting the gold from their opponents here, and Ethiopia is shooting back against the Gallic units. We do have artillery getting out from Ethiopia, cities of Diredawa and Mekele being promoted from those bombards. We do need to see how fast Yllark is going to put the money into the tanks so he can smash through the Gallic defenses and protect himself from the Gallic menace in the south. It does seem like we do have on the east over here of Egypt no military. Where is his wait, where? Oh my god. Okay, so he's gonna hard build. That's what he's doing. He's hard building right now. Still needs 3 turns to get fascism, and I do see ChucK is on 2 turns combustion to get his tanks. Hard building in tanks is gonna be a serious issue. I really hope he's not gonna hard build tanks, because yeah, serious problem. Cleopatra though has the same problem, only a few caps that could turn into... Oh, I see, he went the plain way. He went aerodromes over here. We do have a rocket with the first aerodrome being put down, and yes, he's getting some factories in Swenet also with industrialization. Pompey is on 446 production, 239 science, and 96 culture. I gotta say, he does need quite an incredible amount, quite a few fighters if he actually wants to stop a full-on Greece with fascism tank armies coming against him. This is not Gorgo though, so I guess you know, it's a little bit more settled down on Pericles. Cleo definitely needs more preserves. Why the dirty? Where have you been? Hello there, sir. Been working, been busy. Or I hope you went holiday this weekend, huh? Big one. Senior Sour Cream, also good evening, sir. I left and did all my shopping and came back to what looks like a pretty good game. Yes, sir, it has been, and I'm pretty sure it still will be. We are waiting for the tanks to show up, and we are waiting to see how the players are gonna get the next World Congress. We do have 7 more turns until then. And you do see the armies starting to face each other here. Hannibal Barca, by the way, has been sitting on the front line from the beginning. Man, they're gonna write stories. So many stories about Hannibal Barca, man. Can you imagine standing on the front line of a war for like thousands of years? We started at what? Minus 3500, and we're barely 1120 AD? What? 4,000 years on the front line? Well, I guess like 2,000, because by the time he actually, you know, born, it took a while. And we do have Ensasu also calling out for dukes. Oh, I see. Across town, bigger apartment. Woo! Congratulations, man. I got 6k points on Cleo. Let's go. They busy calling it out. Well, we do have Yllark here with his tank works and with the ability to go against goal and 2-shot his cuirassiers. We do need to see him start moving. In the south, of course, he does need to deal with the menace here. All of those calves of Nasus have been taken down. Not even one remaining, man, in the south here. He has this one, I guess, to take care of, but that's a done deal. These tanks are starting to move. Hannibal Barca, again, the one putting the finger in the face of a cuirassier. We do have the artillery corps also moving in, and I do have to mention we still don't have actually that general being recruited. He does definitely need the modern one, and he does have access to Dandara next turn probably. 254 points out of 270, and he's rolling 55 a turn, but that's with the project finishing, and I don't see another project getting out. On this side, we do have also, where is this cuirassier army? Why did he not finish? Oh my god, it actually increased the production. This should have finished this turn. I don't know what happened with this one. But anyway, it is what it is. Chuck did play a great game. Yes. Yeah. Also, 1140 AD tanks are quite interesting. Yes, Draconian. Hello there, sir. They are indeed. Can you imagine how fast these players are actually been maxing? Imagine having this knowledge right here. You know, like playing the game of civilization, and then somehow you get sent back, you know, into the past. Oh, you're gonna know what to do, but you know what you're gonna encounter? You know those nay people? You know those ones that don't want to, like, even if you tell them and write them and show them exactly how it needs to be done, they just don't want to do it? Well, there were a lot of those back in the day. A lot of those. It is what it is, man. It's always funny to see how in the movies they portray these characters there. Oh my god, man. Anyway, a lot of the airdrops are getting out from Pompey cities, and yes, he's gonna try to get as many planes as he can. He's gonna also need not only steel, but get to his I would say higher strength units, because you can see he only has like 67 defense strength cities. I'm pretty sure if tank armies from Greece are gonna flex a little bit, just you know, look at them funny, these cities are gonna drop. We do have Cuirassier army getting out from Sparta next turn, gonna finish his entertainment complex, and gonna get another Cuirassier army from Corinth. I do see 15 turns for Statue of Liberty from Pharsalos. Okay. Ah, there we go. There we go. Attack started. Yllark is pushing in through the defenses of his next door neighbor Nasus, and it doesn't seem like there's enough damage on the units counter-attacking into the attack of Ethiopia to take these units down. And we do have another God Giver. What is going on? Whoa, what happened here? Tiltify something. I heard the ping. The ding. I heard the ding. Let me actually take a look at the ding. Woo, we're reaching $150. Perfect. Let's actually see. It was a band preserves. Oh my god, I know who this is. I have a feeling who this is. Thank you so much for the 10. By the way, much appreciated for the $10 for the kids over there. Thank you. We do have a top donor today, by the way. Copper Bots over there. 30 with 30. It was amazing. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Ethiopia getting in with the missionary. Well, not gonna do that much, is he? What's Catholicism didn't finish his stewardship. Oh, nice on Egypt, by the way, getting stewardship after he did spread that religion around. Artillery cores are also being bought in Ethiopia's territory. Plastics in 1 turn, mobilization in 4, and I do see he's gonna have the ability to counter attack into the cities of gold, gaining access to so many of these mines. We do have a -5 on the anti-cavs, if I remember correctly, right? They do lose. Yeah, but there are no anti-cavs being generated over here by the goal. He did use them on the offense as best he could, but then he kind of ran out of them. We do have artillery needing to get into the position to smash the city borders, the city walls of Turekortor, and even if they are still walls, these artilleries are still going to make quick work of that defense. Now we do need to see also the economy, how it's going to look after the change of the era. With era score here, looks like Pompey is going to go heroic. We do have ChucK going Dark Age, and this is going to be massive here. A lot of these gold points are coming because he is in a Reform the Coinage Golden Age. He's not going to have none in the next one. Neither will Nasus have the ability to get the golden. So yeah, that's a big problemos. Wait a second, Cuirassier army didn't get out, and yes, we do have tanks running around, but he's not having such a number of units to put on the offense and actually win a war. Well, not yet, at least. What is his fascism? Next turn fascism. Okay, next turn fascism, 2 turns tank army. He has another one. Oh my god, 8 turns. Oh my god, that's a long time, man, in the city of Corinth. Well, I guess he doesn't want to spend the gold, but I don't know, man. That's like a quality of life investment in your own time, you know. Get that pre-build going, having the benefits of the tank army when you need it, you know. Yeah, you need to do it, man. You need to do it. Okay, Yllark preparing his attack moves, and I do see him positioning his artilleries. He did manage to recruit Andara, and of course does manage to get an extra movement from it. Also the ability to move and shoot on the artillery cores if the general is next to them. We do need to see how fast he can actually push through the defense of that city center and take it over. Not to mention, in the meantime, he's probably gonna break the Gallic defense. If the Gallic defense is gonna break here, of course, slowly and surely he's gonna eat towards the capital city of Gaul, where the majority of the economy is being generated between the cities of Pericles and the Gaul here. Now we do have Nasus also getting with a city center starting to move to the northwest. They are understanding that this is going to happen. The only problem is Greece doesn't have pre-builds, and he's going to need to hard build every unit that he's going to put on the front line. That actually is going to create it's gonna create a problem for him. I doubt that he's gonna have enough time to pre-build before Pompey can put up a defense, and well, we're gonna need to see another timing getting in. Pompey is 244 science. He definitely kept up with the science numbers. It's just his culture that's slacking. But there will be a point in which both will have fascism, and there's not gonna be a difference, right? So if ChucK is not gonna get the advantages of having the extra +5 right now, he might not have the opportunity to benefit from it later on. 13 turns also for Statue of Liberty to finish. I'm pretty sure Potala Palace has been built. We do have ChucK on 8 out of 20. Potala was being built here. Oh, it stopped building it. He stopped building it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Watermill. More calves. Calves. Also taking out coursers. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yeah. When was last time you saw Cultural win in a tournament game? Oh, that's actually quite a bit of time. OnSpot is upset he's not on Team Preserve this year. Oh yeah, I'm not on Team Preserve. I don't know if I'm upset. Yeah, I don't know if I'm upset. I mean, you know, the stats look good. I'm not that big of a fan of Preserves. Pack and Shot versus Tank. This won't hold anyway. Yeah, it won't hold definitely. That was a huge game. Can he use the biplanes? Last night? Oh, last night it was okay. Interesting. Nice. Culture victories yesterday. Okay, we do have some first biplanes getting out from the cities of Egypt, and he's putting them on the east side, while I do see ChucK starting to get the tank cores in. We're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get these in before there are enough planes in the air so they can actually do damage. I'm pretty sure these biplanes are kind of useless against the tank cores. They're more useful against crossbows or very, very low tech units. Of course, Napoleon Bonaparte also from Greece has been recruited, and yes, he's using his military engineers to create faster pathways for these tanks to cross towards his opponent's territory. Getting an anti-air gun in the city of Mycenae for his military is going to help him fend off any kind of biplane attack. The anti-air gun is definitely very good against biplanes. We do see also war department being built in Athens, and yes, I do see he's trying to get as many of these artilleries as possible, but I gotta say this lack of a tank is a problem. Tank count. Where is his army? Didn't he get an army here? Oh, I see. So first he's going to Giant Causeway. Yeah, that does make sense. 115 damage here. Yeah. Does make sense to get that extra +8. And what's going on the other side? We do have the war here. Looks like Durecorton is going to be taken down. Yllark is going to push in with his multiple artillery corps, and they're going to get new ones on the back line. I'm pretty sure that city is going to fall next turn. We do have multiple tank corps also dealing the damage against the remaining units of the Gaul here, defending the city of Durecorton. That is the crown jewel. Governor Victor defended Durecorton city, and is falling right now to the concentrated power of all of these Ethiopian units. Okay, turn 120. Okay, that was quite a hard one, I would say. Turn 120. Preserves on Inca. Oh, wow. Just throwing phrases like that. Battlecruiser, man, we're gonna start drooling, bro. You gotta be careful. There's a Wild and Nerdy over here. You never know when a Wild and Nerdy calls a preserve on you, you know? Let's see. Artillery armies here. Addis Ababa. Okay, we do have calves. Looks like, of course, he's gonna want to follow up with helicopters against his opponent. He got to push a little bit into the fog of war here in towards the Vodunum, but didn't actually go the full 9 yards to get these units into his opponent's borders. The fact that the goal does benefit from Oppidums is gonna make it harder to push through. These do have walls and they can shoot back. There was GDRs and thermos. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Amazing. Very nice. Okay. Okay, tanks, this tank does have promotion. Actually, multiple ones have promotion. Let's see the damage. There we go. 1 shot, 2 shots. The record turns walls. Oldsmall went down, and boom, that city goes down. We do have Timur Source, great general, just, well, locked in place here. He's not moving. He doesn't know where to go. With new calves being built, I do see Yllark is starting to get that advantage rolling, the tempo going against goal, and we're going to need to see if he's gonna get to be stopped by ChucK, because yes, ChucK has his own problems on the west side. Even if he does have tank armies, he doesn't have enough of them. I don't see him also getting the advantage of artilleries to actually break through the defenses that Egypt put up. We do have him with the tank army getting out here, and by the looks of it, yes, he does deal 120 damage against an opponent, but does he actually get to attack an opponent properly? You see, he is trying to get around the defenses of the city of Ces, while he's going to need to eat into that Corsair and the camp line. It does seem like Egypt is going to have the funds to upgrade whatever he needs in the next one, in the next session of gaming, of era. And Pompey is on the way towards getting his heroic age. 128 points out of 113. A wild, white, and nerdy always pulls a preserve. Yeah, exactly. See, he says this himself, man. What? Where can one see that game? Senior Sour Cream? That's a good question. I think it was Trinda. Wasn't it Trinda that stream? Wait, I think it was Trinda and somebody else. Elephant Guy or something? Or was it Hush? I think it was Hush, actually. Oh, wait. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. I responded a question in private about the method to actually fix the pin bug. Pin bug is it's very bad, very bad. Yes, very bad. Is there any Civ games archive to watch that you are not casting? As in other games than mine? I don't know. And no, I don't allow links, Beasley. In general, I don't allow links. We do have War Department finishing up in 2 turns from Greece, and by the looks of it, yes, we do have tank corps getting in here, and they are going to beat the Egyptian tank corps on the front line. You do see these tank armies are going to be much stronger to attack into the Egyptian defenses, but they do need to be a lot more of them, and that's the problem. There's not much production over here in the lands of Greece. Even if in total he has the numbers, it's 350 versus Pompey's 515. It looks like the fact that Greece did not manage to get to his own industrialization and get those extra points of production on each of these mines is hurting him quite a bit now. Yeah. We do have calves in Phocaea, and yes, I do see Greece is going to get his oil improved here. He did get the points from that. Tank armies coming up from Egypt, and yes, we do have some military engineers getting the roads being built, also the railroads actually being built towards the front line as well. And I do see he's going to need to upgrade a lot of these cuirassiers into his tanks. It does seem like Greece is going to get defended with multiple biplanes blocking the choke points over here. His tanks are not going to get into the city of Ces just easily. And the city of Candy, well, I guess he's gonna get more biplanes. And we do have him in the technology, getting his radio in 1 turn, natural history in 4. He shouldn't be that far away from getting advanced flight with his 250 science a turn. ChucK does have 260 as well, and 290, of course, with the fascism attack bonus, is managing to get some advantage against Pompey's units. Unfortunately, that's not gonna last forever, especially since Pompey is creeping closer to that fascism of his own. Now, looking at the lands of gold, though, Nasus looks like he's falling, and even if, and I do want to stress this, even if I do believe Nasus is trying to get this safety settler out, I do not think he's actually going to have the ability to, well, get the win without him. Yeah, let's actually go for something here, go for something here, and then go for something here. And we're going to have a pause of 2 minutes, and we're going to come back after this World Congress. Let's actually get this one. Be right back, 2 minutes.
Wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
Show you.
Okay, Greece starting to get a second tank army. Woo, woo. Okay, artillery armies are also on the way. He's gonna need to get a lot of them if he actually wants to flex his military muscles against Egypt, which I do believe when he's gonna get his fighters, it will get to attack back seriously here. And we do need to see also how fast Ethiopia can actually chew through the defenses of Gaul, while in the World Congress we do have minus 50% for terrestrial laser station. Religious will get doubled, and ChucK did win another 2 Diplo victory points. I do have to say he's very close to a victory condition if he does manage to finish his Statue of Liberty, which is getting finished in 9 turns, and this will be in this Congress. He does have right now 12 out of 20 points. He's going to get to 15 out of 20, and if he does manage to actually get that Mahabodhi temple, which is trying to set up over here next to the city of Knossos. Actually, where is this holy site? Oh, here is the holy site, right? Okay, this is the holy site. This would be Mahabodhi temple. He has 1, 2, 3 chops that he could use. Maybe 4 chops here. Where you should be able to chop, right, the forest over the antiquity. You just cannot improve that tile while the antiquity site is there, right? Okay, Potala Palace also coming up in 15 turns while Akhetaten is busy building a tank army. I'm pretty sure that Potala Palace has a chance to actually get out. He didn't actually get a lot of engineers, unfortunately, and that's going to hurt him. He doesn't have a way to get a lot of these great engineer points. He's only on 2 great engineer points a turn. Doesn't even, you know, compare to the 13 points of Gaul or even 6 points of Egypt. Okay. Toxic Brain also, hello there, sir. How are you doing? Battlecruiser is also asking maybe some teams to throw the replay, not stream of previous game. I don't really. I mean, I guess we can ask for replays, but I didn't really see them doing that. They might actually keep them for their own like clan or team purposes to try to learn from them as much as possible. But I didn't see them shared in a public environment. And I do have to say, I've been saying this for a long time. We do need more casters. We do need more casters. There are a lot of very good games being played about the same time. Yeah. Anyway, we do have Ethiopia here managing to chew through the majority of the army of the goal. He kind of broke him in half. There are a few more units in the south, and it looks like Tivodurum is going to be the next target of Yllark. He's going to want to use that to push towards Aduatuca or even go directly against Greece. We do need to see what kind of target is he going to choose. I'm pretty sure if he does manage to take Tivodurum and then Aduatuca, we're going to have, how to say, ChucK over here in a major minus, which is going to be a serious problem. Yes, he still has the spies, getting him a lot of gold from his opponents, and that will definitely help him through the dark times. And we do have also Pompey with the 2 arms Golden Age, Heartbeat of Steam, and Reform the Coinage, because he does have a heroic. 3 of these bonuses have been chosen. No balloon yet on Ethiopia, though. I don't think he has even like flight. You see, synthetic materials next turn. He's gonna get the helicopters to get out of his western borders next to Addis Ababa. I do see the 3 of these calves are going to get promoted. He has another one trying to pillage the tiles, the mines next to the Samarobriva. Well, of course, those helicopters are going to get to pass around Bagakum towards Bibrax and pillage all of these tiles in the meantime. Now, of course, counterattacks from the fortifications, from the Opiduns, from the encampments, from the city centers will happen, and that's why you do want helicopters, so they can be strong against your opponents. Let's see how fast that Potala Palace is getting out. 14 turns with 2 chops, 3 chops maybe. Not a lot. Is actually ChucK gonna want to chop these or improve these? I'm very curious. What do you think, guys? Is he gonna want to chop this rainforest or improve it? I guess he's gonna want to chop it, right? Get that shrine and temple as quickly as possible to build the Mahabori temple. Don't ask me twice about what? Okay, 8 turns, 7 turns. ChucK is still going to require a lot of points in the next World Congress, and looking at the score screen here, it definitely looks like Yllark and Pompey are going to manage to roll those points next Congress. Unfortunately, it is what it is. He's not going to get that many. So 12, 15, 17, possibly 18. He's going to need 2 more in the next World Congress to reach 20. No, he's going to need 2 Congresses. It's maybe he could get 1 point, but not 2. Maybe he will get 1 point. And yes, I did take into account Noble, which should actually come pretty soon. He should already be here. Where is Noble? And why is he not appearing? Whoa. Somebody's upgrading a lot of units. I would imagine we got some helicopters. Oh, I see. We got fighters in the air. Pompey is getting to upgrade these fighters. Okay, very nice, very nice. Yeah, we do need to see also the helicopters getting out of the cities. Second attack from Greece into Egypt. We do have 2, 4, 6 of these helicopters getting prepared in the city of Kumasi, and they're gonna flex their military power against the Egyptian CAF corps and the normal CAFs. I do see there aren't that many units deployed by Pompey in the south, and yes, he doesn't have a single plane here. We do have him with an aerodrome and with a fighter getting out from Sheret in 2 turns, while yes, Greece does have a level 2 spy in there. He's seeing everything. He needs to be seen. We do have also Gaul getting a spine Swenet, while the Gallic Empire is being torn to shreds here. We do have Ethiopia pushing towards the Vodurum and about to take over that city center with the fortification being cut down in half. We do have the artillery corps with more than enough damage next turn to take that city. Samar Obriva also in the south is getting prepared, and I do see Ethiopia has a tank corps just parked next to that city center. While yes, there is a Piking shot, he doesn't need to worry about it at all. He's trying to get more universities. Also needs to upgrade his scavs into his helicopters. Wait, whoa. Didn't he get helicopters? Whoa. He was on synthetic materials. Did he move away towards mass production? Oh, well, okay. Well, he's getting all of these barracks and also military academies in his territory, in his encampments, and he is building also an encampment from Addis Ababa. It tells us the story for what Ethiopia is going to want to do next. Keep warring. That's what he's going to want to do. 147 faith attempt that he can choose to spend into a military, while Pompey next to him is 252 science. Well, Pompey has his own problems here, especially with the units of ChucK managing to move around quite fast. But unfortunately, it's just not big enough. Like looking at that fighters that are gonna get the opportunity to attack into the tanks right now, two of them are gonna do massive amounts of damage against the units remaining. Oh well, like this cav can be taken out, this crossbow, 2 units can be taken down. He's choosing to attack the tank, and the tank is dead. There we go. And that is that, and that is the military engineer, and then artillery army. That is going to be taken down, but it looks like it remain alive with a sliver of health. Okay. Yllark did manage to take that city, the Vodurum. I just saw the statue of Zeus did get repositioned on Ethiopia. While he's pushing it through the choke point, he's going towards Atuatuca with the next tank army. He's going to need to pull through all of these artillery corps to deal the damage against Atuatuca. And again, this is the lifeblood of the Greek Empire plus the Gallic Empire. This is their economy right here. If this falls, there's nothing that can upkeep all of those units on ChucK. Well, I guess nothing from his organic, I should say, economy. Maybe he can get some from those pillages. Maybe he can get some with those helicopters in the south that he was preparing to send against his opponent. And he's getting them into the borders of Necken. He's going to get access to quite a few Mercury tiles. And we do have ChucK calling out GG. This game is going to a third game. This series is going to a third game. We do have a tie over here between Yllark, Pompilidae, and ChucK with SoftStyle. We're going to need to see what the third game will bring. And this is what we are expecting in a low bracket final. Definitely close skill. Let's take a look also, take a hit on the post-game chat. Let's throw GG and well played to the boys here. Definitely a big effort from Pericles, from ChucK to get this victory, and unfortunately, well, it was Ethiopia that did manage to punch through his ally and got very close to tying off any kind of economic advantage they had. Let's open up Discord here and let me move it around, and give me a second so I can take a look at the settings. Click. Okay, and let's see where they are. Where are they? Okay, there we go.
Monter en sciences de la game, c'était insupportable. Et je sais pas.
Ouais, c'était un peu. Après, vous avez tué Targa aussi. Hein.
Oui, bon. Avec pareil.
GG, well played.
GG, thanks for the cast.
Yeah, with much pleasure. I gotta say, I was a bit surprised that you chose Pericles, even though it worked out wonderfully, but I was very worried about the goal per turn. Did you plan on attacking your opponent much faster, or?
No, I just wanted to play Pericles, so I say, vas-y,
But
go.
I
Just
wanted
go.
to go Pericles because of the stats, the city stats control.
Yeah.
I planned to go for commercial hub nearly at the beginning, so I was okay with the GPT. But for my first golden, I had to go for the city states for the hoplite and another shit. So
You weren't able to do Acropolis?
it was
No,
Acropolis or hoplite.
both
And
opening up
so,
a district.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I had to open like 5 districts, no discounts, not a lot of tempo.
Yeah, and with commercials instead of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it still worked out fine. But now they were cutting off
Yeah, it
the
was
economy.
yeah, but in the end, I have not enough production to build an army.
That was what I called to Yllark. You had no industrial zone, so I don't think you will be able to sustain the front line. So I was
Yeah, but I
okay.
cannot go for industrial zone. I have not enough. I don't know. I cannot campus,
I know.
cantonments, hubs, harbors,
I
that kind
know.
of thing. Even with fascism, it's like 8 turns for armies.
Yes, and I can slam you still.
Yeah.
Were you getting enough gold with your spies?
Me, I was getting like 150 every 2 or 3 turns.
Okay.
I was
I
getting the same.
I got caught twice with
MTHCMNGS has
90%
joined the
chance
round
of
table.
succeed.
Nice.
No, not nice.
Well, this is 1-1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're gonna settle this by man, the man way, right?
Yes. On
Okay.
classical Pangea.
Classical Pangea, not Terra map. Ah, come on, man.
No, not Terra
No
map.
Terra map.
Not Terra, no.
Okay. Classic Pangea. I mean, that works. That works.
Game will be Monday.
Monday. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And right after that, you're gonna need to start up the other series because I understand Colo is still saying you're late. You're late.
Yeah.
Everyone is late. But it's like that.
Yeah,
every
but
tournament.
we have no choice actually. We have no other choice.
Yeah.
No, but it's fine, you're not so late.
Well, 1 week later.
Yeah, I mean, we wait 1 month to play with this.
Yeah, exactly. The problem
Yes,
is that
same.
Mikado and Nawik have
Yes, if you are
no
late.
availability, so we had to wait for like 1 month.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's very crazy.
So I think I have 1 week later. It's fine for us.
Yeah, it's okay.
I said to Colo, he said me try your best. So I think it's okay.
And anyways, we can't play like every day, even
Yeah.
though we tried, because we played 2 days in a row.
Anyway, GG. See
Yep.
you.
GG,
good
well
night.
played. Bonsoir.
See you.
Bye bye.
See ya.
So there we heard that from the boys over here telling us a few a bit of an insight of what first of all why they did actually choose Pericles, second of all how did it feel with all of the gold that he was getting from his opponents, also the economic line and the production and so on and so forth. It looks like he did indeed have big production problems, which we did see during the game. He did try to get to one of these industrial zones, never actually got a factory, so he can actually give to other cities the bonus of production. That I think would have been massive, but of course no, it was a choice between getting faster to tanks and artilleries, and of course fascism versus getting industrialization. Thank you so much for everything, by the way, much appreciated for the follows, for the subscriptions, for the gifts, for everything you guys are doing on the stream. Much appreciated, sirs. And we will have, oh my god, we might get to that magical number of 7,000 followers by the end of this year. Woo! Can you imagine that? So if you didn't follow, click that follow button, and I do hope you're going to enjoy the content in your time with me. I do also want to say, if you're coming up from YouTube, don't forget to actually click that subscribe button, and I do hope you're gonna have patience so I can actually process the game and get all of those details down in the bottom, including the chapters. Yes, I know I'm doing the chapters. I'm on it. It happens. It is what it is. I do hope also if you have any kind of feedback about the thumbnails, you're gonna leave it over there in the comment section, or of course any kind of comment you have about the games. I'm trying to update my schedule as much as I can on Twitch and on YouTube, so you can see it a few days before if I do have the information, even though most of the time you're going to see me updating the channels that I do have on my Discord. You can easily join my Discord and of course take a look at the channels with all of the upcoming games. We will have, for example, on tomorrow, Ulysse going against Gold by Library, 1830 GMT. That's 1 hour earlier than we had the stream started up today. I'm also looking to see what's going to happen over there with Friday, with Saturday, and of course, what are we going to have on Sunday. As you heard, the next 2 versus 2 game from the lower bracket finals will happen on Monday. I do also want to say, have a good evening, everybody. Much appreciated again for everything, and I do hope you're going to have some fun with some Civilization 6 games. Bye bye.